So it
my
definitely
alt.
isn't. Franked has logged in more days consecutively than that character has been logged out consecutively.
Jesus.
And the timing on Frank's streak only corresponds with when Discord
Yeah, the Discord
updated
patch.
to
It
count
could
it.
predate it. Just like Daruk predates time.
Oh my god.
We don't actually know how old he
You
is.
were there at the Big Bang?
Druk,
No, before.
Druk was the snake that tricked
He was the
Adam and
Big
Eve.
Bang.
He gave Eve the apple.
That's right. We have this lore.
He gave Eve.
Are we sure his real name's not Adam?
No,
He gave Eve aptly.
he gave Adam the
And it
name.
ruined their lives.
Gave Eve aptly.
Fucking aptly. Fuck that guy. I'm glad he failed that trial. I hope he
I mean,
fails
was
the
it
next one
any-
too.
It was
Guys have any
unfortunate,
other
so
arch nemesis
he did
to
respond. Demon Pal
come up?
also did, but just because he left.
Just because he was connected to Aptly.
Yep.
The reincarnation of the original.
Oh, were you in here when you got the story, Rake? Did you hear it?
What?
We got some Aptly lore. Duna heard back from that guild.
Yeah, he failed
he
his
failed?
trial. Yeah, of course he did. But he failed his
Yeah,
trial
I've been here.
and apparently on his way out, tried to be racist. Like used racism as the reason for them not passing his trial.
The fuck is his race?
No, like
White?
apparently
He's
one
a
of the
white
members
guy.
of the guild. Like one
Light
of the
Forge
officers in the
Draenei,
guild is black.
Obviously.
Or he sounds black. I don't know. He just said that like that I actually underplayed how crazy he was and that he tried to be racist on his way out.
Oh.
Or was racist on his. I guess he didn't try. He succeeded.
Yeah, there's not really a try of that. You kind of are or not.
Or do not. There's no try.
Oh, I wonder if this is why. Probably, actually. I'm trying to search something in the Discord, and I think the fucking streamer thing, because it turns names off, isn't letting me search by someone's name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scroll back up into where whoever I want to send that guy.
They gave
the
him
clip of-
CE though.
Yeah, he
it
killed
was-
Galley 3 times and he parsed a 1, a 12, and a 19. And he didn't do any mechanics.
They're like, oh man, he really struggled. Maybe let's bring him again next week to see if he gets any better. Oh, nope, he still sucks. Oh, okay, third time's the charm. Nope,
I mean, that
still
has to be,
sucks.
was he alive for any of those? at the
Yes,
end?
the whole
He
time.
was alive the entire time.
He
Yeah,
just
no,
sucks.
Yawn.
Krozok did better than that while doing mechanics. His one time.
It is the thing is that is not uncommon. If you ask, well, why the fuck would anyone give him a second chance? It is incredibly common for trials to kind of bunk out
Show up
on
and
their
just
first or two
Yeah.
pulls on a boss because
Especially
it's,
boss
you're
they've never done
getting-
before.
Yeah, like you're getting used to raiding with everyone around you. You're getting used to raiding that boss if it's your first time killing it.
Understand.
Shit like that. Yeah.
Are you sure he didn't do bad because of Tang on those kills?
Oh no, I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
Tang.
Pretty sure she wasn't there.
Yeah.
Tang moonlights in like a Giga CE guild.
Did we lose Alan or Og?
No. Alan has a personal emergency and may or may not be here tonight.
No.
So for
Yeah,
tonight,
I
at
haven't
least,
heard anything about Huog though.
Yeah, neither have I.
Wog
I
is
haven't-
not connected to Alan. The other guy is connected to Alan. The
Lip
Well, the other
is
guy's
in
also here. You could ask him.
Yeah, guard. You can keep talking about people like they're not here. You know.
I've been updating
I mean,
myself
Gar's
with
not even
list
on
of
Guard,
people in
no,
Discord. I don't even know who half of you
You
are
still
by your
you
voice.
still
I was gonna say-
confuse me and Oreo, dude.
He knows somebody's name, so we're moving forward with this.
Right? He knows Alan is
You
not
and
the
Oreo
warlock.
sound the same, okay? Like
Some of you are pretty easy.
What?
for
No,
me
they
to kill,
don't.
I'll be
They
honest.
do.
Some of you
They
are a
do.
little bit harder.
I don't
That's
know
right,
how
I'm the
we
fire
sound the
chicken
same.
for a reason.
Bago's just bricked
Start
up.
clearing.
Like the easiest one out of all of you guys, Baelra.
Because he's Eastern
Well, that's
European, yeah.
racist. What the
For
hell?
no,
Really?
for no reason.
You fucking
he has
figured out
personal
who
choice.
Belro
What do
was
you mean?
by him
Yeah,
talking?
Alan, if you want. Hell yeah.
Goofy's pretty easy too. He sounds goofy.
I
So is
am
Vic, to be
Goofy.
honest.
There's a whole reason I am named Goofy, alright?
Well, why do you think we had him name change his fucking evoker from clickbait with 15 alt codes?
Or you.
No, the worst one was the fucking paladin named
You.
Yep, that sounds right. That shit was so great. Oh, it was such a troll.
There's
I
one
lo-
I played way back in the day named you, but it was like YOU, no special characters.
Oh, I loved it.
I think that was like during Mogashan. Fucking
This is nice.
What? What was
And
during
it was
when I
when
played
the legendary wasn't personal loot, or it was personal loot, and it was like, you got the legendary, and so like 5 people thought they got the legendary at one
Heal
time.
me.
It
I
was fucking
was.
Where's our tank? Oh wait, you didn't die?
No, I used
God,
my.
you were at like 50 health.
I had.
I
Yeah,
died.
I res myself, man. But
Oh,
the
you can
thing,
res
you guys
yourself?
gotta heal me. Now I'm
I
stunned.
was.
Frank's fucking DMing the healer.
Oh god, is Frank in Prot right now?
Yep.
I'm clearing. We don't have another tank.
Our whole night is fucked now.
Frank's gonna go
Listen,
commit fucking war
listen.
crimes.
Only Sag's here, so. And he's sick.
I summoned Golden, but he's fucking off right now.
Yeah, I'm not even in the game.
Your head in the
Straight
game.
time, homie.
Get fucked too.
I'm not a DK. I
Why
can't
is
just heal
Guard
myself.
offline?
He's
Probably
Just-
for some reason I haven't logged in as I saw buffs rolling from last night. Saving a
Oh.
bit of money.
Oh, what do you need?
Oreo, they're getting
You
rid
know
of
the money
spell
you
block.
lost
Prot
last night?
Warrior's dead.
Alright,
Can't wait for tertiaries.
back to gambling.
Dude.
Still can't believe we actually manifested that shit.
Alright, we
Pretty
gotta
pog.
But it's not guaranteed. It's RNG still.
No, for sure, but we could roll
gotta
for that.
start small with the gambling.
True, true. I can't believe they're taking it out next season.
What are they taking out?
Your mom.
Tertiaries on Curios?
No. Oh man, we're losing that. That sucks.
Yeah.
Wait, they
Fortunate.
switched that?
Yeah, you
I'm gonna
can't roll
have a
for it
fucking
anymore.
We're
aneurysm.
gambling.
Aw,
I'm
Hey, Oreo said we couldn't get it.
was it a mistake? Or
Oreo must have been wrong.
oh my god.
oh my god, it's happening.
What, tertiaries?
Yeah, you can get tertiaries
Yeah, on
Curios.
Curios. No,
I
Yeah,
we're
got
taking it
another-
out.
No, you
get it
can't
now.
anymore.
I
Yeah.
got another 32 weeks of this fucking bullshit.
You're leaving us in a year? No, that's way
No,
less
that's
than a year. Half
hopefully
year?
until they fucking change it.
I was gonna say, what is that, a
Doesn't the
California year?
Brewfest now-
32 weeks?
Yo,
Yeah, they-
what happened to
they
the other
remade it.
20?
That might be a year for me. I'm off
Ugh.
all of summer. I got 3 months off.
Where
I
are
don't
you off
see
on summer?
anything about this.
He's a
being
school
moved.
teacher.
Oh,
You
that's
think
right.
they pay me during the summer? They don't need me.
Guys, I'm not seeing anything about this being removed.
What's up, Digsby?
We're trolling.
Well, see, the
Welcome to
joke,
Fuck
Semio,
Off
is that
Fuckers.
you currently can't get them, but soon you will be. But we already asked if that was true, so we invert, and it's funny. So now that you can get tertiaries, we're all
So-
gonna pretend like you can't.
So you're lying. Got it.
Yeah, no one's gonna roll on him for tertiary stats anymore.
No one will roll for tertiaries next season because you can't get them. But you currently can.
What do you mean
Yeah,
you
we're
can't
late
get
tonight, too.
tertiaries next season?
I saw a
He's
blue checker
lying.
that said you could.
He's lying right now. Don't believe his.
I don't
lies.
lie. I've never
Just
once
get it
lied.
right now.
One officer lies, the other tells the truth.
One
Yes,
always
yes,
lies.
Pops.
If one only plays AUG and the other only plays melee,
You have to tell me if you're a cop.
What
Which
does
one
that
only
mean?
plays melee?
they're both
have
wrong.
Tell me
Melee.
if you're a cop.
It's our truth.
Did you see the new Brewfest mount?
we get a lock closet?
Yes.
Does it drop off a dungeon? Or
It
something
drops off
else?
of Core Dire Brew, just like the other one did.
Awesome.
It'll probably be
I'll
like
get
the
it.
new, holiday Love is event, whatever. Because like it probably is gonna have a way higher drop rate.
I
Like
got both mounts the same Brewfest back in 2008. It's pretty good.
was Daruk there? Because I think he's the only one other person old enough to like be there for that.
I was playing in 08.
I started
No,
playing
that'd
in
be
06.
sooner. That'd be sooner because it was during. Actually, no, it was during PC, so it might have been 07.
I started playing when my brother forced me to level characters using Dungeon Finder when it came out.
So by the end
So
of
Kata.
End of Wrath. Most of Kata.
Man, I remember going to like when that was out, the first day that was out, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so cool. And then it put me as tank every time. And that's when we soon figured out that you'll always be put as tank.
I would.
Well, that's a nice mount.
I would.
All right,
leave
Oreo,
dungeons
log
a lot,
in.
because my parents would, I was like 9
I
or
gotta go
10
pee
and I had to do
first.
chores.
Where's
So I'd always have to come up with elaborate excuses for why I had to leave the
He's
dungeon.
logging in.
Oh, I didn't even hear. Oh, I just saw him on. Sorry.
Do you have pants on?
Yeah, where's Belra? Why am I always waiting on Belra? Jeez.
Bixby here?
What?
No, Digsby's not here.
Yeah, it's true. Cornsby is here.
Shouldn't it be
Brew?
Soysby?
I've been forming.
Barnabussy.
The one and only.
Somebody's gonna wait for Oreo to log in. All right, so there is a little bit of new Mugsy tech that people are doing,
Oh shit.
and it kind of removes a pain point from the fight. So we're gonna 3-heal this bitch.
So I just started blasting.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna.
Oreo, let me get the note situated. You can
Yeah.
explain the
I'll walk
changes.
them through it. Okay, so we're gonna 3-heal this, and just like every other problem in my life, we're gonna ignore that final set of mines.
The ones that we
In P2, that set where you blow up the mines and then have to do the jail set. We're just gonna root those mines. You fucking run or you slam the icicles through to them, you freeze them, and you just ignore them. We don't soak them.
we're not going to blow up any of them.
Nope.
Makes
Not a
my life
one.
easier.
I
Not
understand.
purposefully, at
Do
least.
we blow them up afterwards? Because don't they become
Nope.
immune?
We kill the boss.
Nope.
Yeah,
You
things
just
do we got?
this is why you 3-heal this. You just full fucking freight train the boss. We will lust at 4 minutes, so that will be as those mines are coming out. We will
How
be
many-
pushing this 100% the entire way. No hold DPS, no anything.
Don't we have to do the jails?
Do we think we're skipping the second
We still have
set
to.
of jails?
We still have to do the jails.
We are skipping the second jails.
Yes.
How many?
By changing the
root-
DPS number, all we're doing is it's basically as if we're lusting on pull without lusting on pull. We're still going to hold lust for the 4-minute mark.
It'll be
But we're just
after
going to
the
push.
charges.
We're just going to push a minute faster, but without lust. So it is still tight. This is a like this isn't like happy-go-lucky. Like we still need people to like do damage and not die. But hopefully we can just push right at the 3-minute mark without lust, and then just do the rest of the fight, and then we would lust after the roots. I basically whenever it hits 4 minutes, I don't know, someone have a timer, but right when 2
As the
minutes come
mines are
back.
spawning.
Yeah.
And then all we're gonna do, we're gonna stack like behind the boss, bait all the mines that we can, run away, wait for frost shatter boots, do the frost shatter boots, and then just pipe the boss.
You want to stack?
We
like usually we end up spinning around to like over there by red marker. Do you want to stack there and then run the jails over, or do you want us to like
They
group
put
up
you too far
Well,
from them
or
if you
green
get
or
the-
something?
That's not the issue. That's not the issue, Astro. The issue is if we bait the mines too far back. Why is it peeing over there? What the
Oh no,
fuck?
it's you're targeting like mugs or something. So if we don't bait it far enough back, we can't root them together.
No, if you bait them too far back, they get hit by the lightning beam.
And we have to be able to. It's just like the jails. You have to
lightning
be able to go
doesn't-
behind them to frostboot.
The lightning beam doesn't detonate them.
Yeah, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. But we have to go behind them to freeze them. So just
Yeah,
bait them like right here-ish.
We're so instead of what we're doing, where we had like half the raid on metal side by green and half the raid on X on red going into P2, everyone is going to be on dirt side going into going into that P2 when those mines spawn.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Detonate no
and then
mines, have no
so-
problems.
Yeah, so we're gonna bait those mines. We're gonna go over to metal side at that point. We can just drag the boss away from. He will cost frost shatter boots, and then you can just go around the mines, just do a wide arc, get behind them, and do that. And then once your mine breaks, you're gonna use some form of movement to get back. Cheetah, hover,
So
dash,
and
shit like that.
just in case anybody isn't visualizing the fight specifically, so we're baiting here, then we're moving here, and then you're moving towards the middle of the room to go around the mines because you can simultaneously kite around the mines, clear your debuff, and then let the frost shatter boots go off, and then finish.
You're
So
breaking up.
stand near green, run to the middle where the fire is, and then go hit a mine.
Just yeah, you can hit the tag the fire on your way over, and take a wide enough arc. You don't slide into any mines.
Just use some
Just share
gratuitous-
your screen. Just
Do we
show
think
an
we're gonna
example.
kill him before the jails go out?
No.
No, we're gonna do the jails. We're just gonna hit every
We're not
single
getting the
mine
second
with
set.
an
We're
ice
getting the
shard.
last set.
What's this? Let's see, 459.
We're gonna be sending in very minimal people to jails, and people are gonna be fucking piping the boss and execute.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
We'll
Like,
still
so-
be doing the immunity soak, so just fucking live that soak and pipe the boss, and it should die.
The only I guess additional pain point of this strategy is that like us wiping last night to the mines becoming unfrozen and enraging, that's just a hard enrage for us now. If that happens, we wipe. So you have to just kill the
Okay.
boss before that happens.
So I want to explain how this kind of works here, right? I want everyone to look at my screen so they can kind of get a visual of how we're doing this final set here.
Oh, this is from Rainey's guild.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're actually a good guild to use. They're like just a good guild, and I'm friendly with their GM.
Their replay is also like the best for this because if I pulled a random like top fucking 50, you'd have people going like left, right, all over the place. And we don't really want that because people are gonna be sliding around, right? So they're gonna have their fire circle that's dropped in the center of the room here. That's the center soak on metal side. What you are going to do here, though, is these mines come out.
They get mass rooted by the boomkin, and
See, these frost shatter boots all get spawned back here, right?
What
We
happened
want
to
everyone. We want as many people by the boss as possible. Because what we don't want to have happen is we don't want to have these players back here bait frost shatter boots and have them going the opposite way. So we're gonna have everyone sort of like glued by the boss, right? And just look at how this team of people moves around, right? You move around to the center, tag the fire that's right here in the center of the room. You no longer a slidey boy, and you just go around them, right? The mines are still here. They despawn on the Warcraft Logs replay. But you see how everyone just goes around the middle, kind of clips into the fire, and then comes back, right? They come out, and then you guys all just come back for the jails. Jails are coming out right now.
So what happens when we inevitably miss a mine with this frost thing?
They're rooted.
You die.
You can
the same thing that happens if you ever missed a mine with the frost shatter boots. You'll just die from the frost shatter boots.
It's the thing is, yeah, you'll die from the frost shatter boots, or if you double stack too many like mines on top of each other, right? Don't try to hit the same mine. But if you do, I'll keep an eye out for it. If we need to soak it at any point because of the root shattering, I'll let you know.
Cool. Does everybody want to get on this side of the boss?
Does that make sense? We are probably gonna have to. It's probably gonna be a couple of polls to get the swing of it, but
We don't do nationals in regards to timing. Last on second phase, right?
Lust is gonna be like right when the mines are spawning, basically.
Yeah, it will just let me cook Lust. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it.
Are we gonna have to transition sides like a little bit earlier, like we were?
Potentially.
Like right before 40%?
That just depends on how much damage we're doing. That's just keep an eye or keep an ear out for it, Astro.
Yep.
Let me re-push
I
them
usually
out real
watch
quick.
you. We're usually standing right next to each other, so.
Yeah.
All right. Also, let's kind of try and cut a lot of the stupid mistakes out that we can. We all know where the jails go. Make sure we put them in the right spots.
There are now 4 markers in P2. There is no, I will reiterate it once again. It's the only time I'll go over it tonight because it's the same as it was before. Square is front left. Moon is front right. Diamond is back right. And skull is back left.
All right.
Let's do
Let's give
it.
Let's fucking do it.
Take this bitch.
Where's the Og?
Not here today.
Hog is here. The DK.
Yeah, Hog is here.
A trial and they're not here?
Good personal should come up.
Let's get this going. Yeah, but let's cut out on the like
5, 4,
stupid
3,
mistakes.
2,
Right? We can still fuck around and have
1.
fun, but just
Oh,
What's fun?
We got the wrong side.
No, we didn't.
Oh, what the fuck? That was delayed.
did he wait? No, I
Unless
think
we
did just
phased.
swap sides. Yeah,
We got both.
phased.
We'll take it. New strat. Just deal with the fucking shit twice.
I'm sure these soaps get picked up. Community soaps. To get by that husky, take it to the wall. Everyone else get the dirt. Well, here's some science. I don't know if we're gonna get 3 jails here. But
I was
we're
gonna
about to
say we
find out.
might.
Well, we're getting jails in a couple seconds.
2.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. No penalty.
Hold on, that's not enough room. That's not enough room.
Might be. We'll see. That probably doesn't look like it. You need a grip, let me know.
Yep, I'm gonna need one.
Oh, that's lovely.
Hmm.
Well,
I could.
Another set of mines here.
3,
Personals in 3.
1.
Go ahead and take the first one, Zemio. I need to get bubble up. Okay, I got bubble.
Guys, soaks.
Or don't. I do think we got extra stacks from transitioning.
We did.
So.
47. He's about to the face.
Why we're doing this, we want him to phase as we're transitioning over the dirt.
Everyone on metal died starting out.
Is
Hey, will we only get 3 then? We still get 4.
What do you
On
mean?
that last phase.
No, we'll still get 4. That doesn't
Still get
change.
4. Yeah, we figured that out in prog.
is just me using uppies that early just to put it on cooldown?
You using uppies that early is when he's transitioning to
This
dirt side.
being
It
delayed
got
for
fucked up because we
Yeah, everything got
fucking-
put like 10 seconds late.
Yeah, your uppies goes on when we're transitioning to dirt before.
Yeah, I'm just
Animation.
asking because we have the Spirit Link totem down. Are you ready, kids?
Yep.
I wasn't even prepared for that, and we were already going this way.
Yeah, it's the 3 healing CDs are pretty set in stone. The comps all use the same exact CDs.
Okay.
Yeah. It's more so it lines up with other shit later in the fight.
Okay, see that's what I was asking.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah, there we go.
First set of mines is coming out. Watch your feet.
Oh no!
This will be immunity soaks. Next up's gonna be the tank beam.
Oh no!
Tank frontal. Everyone else get the dirt side. Flop. First set of jails is coming out.
Square.
Oh no!
Watch the tank frontal, and then we're getting a cast of Frost Shatter Boots soon. Watch it. Coming out now.
Oh no!
Okay.
You need grip?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened. That shit never timed out. Then I got stunned. It's probably fucked.
Swap the metal.
We get the thumbs up.
God, like every mechanic.
Yeah, I like
Supposed to
Druids
be-
for some reason.
I like Goofy's supposed to be doing it.
Personals in 3.
Bait by the boss and watch your toes. Have a really far soak.
Omzi's pretty far over there. Into the middle area.
Soak in the center.
Oh no!
Lazy ass chicken.
Oh, there's some gold here.
What?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We're
we're not-
probably fucked.
We're not doing those
We're
jails, so
fine. We're fine.
We just got 4
Yeah, we're
people.
supposed to push him, so.
No!
And just stay on the boss here. We're gonna get jails, but it doesn't really matter.
Remember, they despawn. Just push.
Didn't even get them.
The beams right here. Be careful.
This might be interesting though.
All right, we're playing this with minimum space. Make it work, boys.
Don't need it. Good job, Baggo. Cowards take the easy way out.
Oh, this one's gonna be spicy.
Melee, am I right?
We're fine. It'll cancel. We're good. Don't even need to go all the way around. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
What were you saying?
I lived.
Okay, now we're done.
Okay, I survived, but I had to use everything, including health pots, health stones, the green spell that looks like a flying dragon.
Jesus, diffuse magic.
You even know your spell ability name?
Verdant Embrace.
No, I don't know the name of this shit, bro. I just know what it looks like.
Fairplume?
So yeah, that's where we're gonna bait the mines, and then we would go over by the shocker and wait for Frostfire boots, and then freeze them.
No, Verdant Embrace.
Digsby's still mentally in the cornfield. Give him another pull to shake it off. I don't know, man.
Also, just remember with this jail, you just actually have to step just forward of the X to give him enough room. You don't have to.
Do we
go,
want to just move the marker to there?
Just get rid of the fucking markers.
True, no markers.
We don't need markers on that first one. It just baits
Fuck your
people.
markers. Left and right. True. Muggsy acknowledges that chickens are a war crime and punishes them accordingly.
Bullshit.
Metal side.
Yep. Be on metal side, especially in case you plan on pulling early.
I love that we watched Sag run into melee yesterday as DPS, so now we have to make Domsy do it instead.
What? What? What are you talking about?
Why is Domsy boomy today instead of Sag Ellie?
Because Sag had DPS and sit on one-armed?
Oh,
I don't mind. I'll figure it out.
Well, DPS then sit in that order.
It's also... I was having issues finding a somewhat
5,
reasonable
4,
triple
3,
heal comp this week
2, 1.
with Resto Druid and a Mistweaver and a the fuck is that
Priest.
spec called, Husky? Disc.
Holy.
Oh, that's the one that's banned.
Alright, let's watch these mines and make sure we soak the red circles.
Oh no.
Again?
What, you don't like that?
Telling doesn't like chickens.
I just want to do a damage rotation.
Yeah, this is part of playing damage, is doing mechanics. Especially ranged DPS.
Healer has to do mechanics POV.
How crazy is it too that you have to actually look at the boss to do damage?
Everyone else
You
get
have to
the
be
dirt
turned away
side.
healing.
Oh no.
Swamp. Okay, we're in jails in a couple of seconds. Make sure there's be enough space on that right side jail.
Okay,
Guys,
good.
go
Audible?
Trust the weak aura.
Oh
Ignore what the other people are doing around you. Trust the weak aura.
Yeah, let somebody else be wrong, because we can fix them.
Frontal's coming out along with Frost Shatter Boots.
You hear that? If you're
Cast
wrong,
them
you're gonna get
now.
picked.
Oh, goodbye. Never mind.
Oh no.
Somebody leaving that jail decided to take all the walls down.
Break the walls down.
Block the metal. Raiding another set of mines here.
Personals in 3,
Don't step on a mine.
Domsy didn't double soak. Good job.
I learned my lesson yesterday.
Reading comprehension improving.
Alright, spray and pray, just hold it there. Alright, swap now.
Oh no!
We're in a phase. We're going left on this first set.
Oh no!
Left.
I think it's a spell. Let's do stuff.
Oh no!
All right, we're baiting behind the boss here.
Bait over by dirt side. Watch your feet, don't get by mine here.
All right, then root these, and we lust now.
Rock cutter boots, get around the mines. Alright, come back. We got a broken root.
We're gonna have to get one.
Guys. What are we doing here?
We're good. We're good.
It is rooted.
No,
Oh, we gotta
we're
go
not.
now.
We're not good. Why did all four of the jails get placed on the
I'm
right
front
side?
right. I went right here.
Man, that was going so well.
So, front left is over here by skull, and sorry, back left is here, and front left is here.
It's literally a map
Yes,
that tells you where to put it. I don't know
guys,
why people get so
it's
confused.
it's the same we've always done them. It's
Ignore
the
the
same.
Just pull up a replay and see what happened, because Goofy was there. That's definitely not any
You
of
had
the
front
positions.
left, Goofy.
Wait, what you mean? It goes here, here,
No,
here. and
we
here.
have four. We have
Goofy,
four
there's-
markers, dude.
Goofy, we're doing it the same way we did it in Prague. There's 4 markers.
Someone was in my spot, so I tried to.
You
Just go to
drop
it.
on theirs.
You just
Yep.
go to it. Don't,
Well, I guess you did.
Let them be wrong.
Just fix
it
who
is
was there.
It is the thing is I was back right. I went to diamond.
Yeah, there was no front left.
I got a dumb triangle.
There,
in my
there
head.
was no
Goofy, Oro, Hong, and Frank.
there was no back left either.
I was front right.
Yeah.
It said I went moon.
Yes. If you're front right, you're moon. If you're back or if you're front left, you're square. If you're back left, you're skull. If you're back right, you're diamond.
See, my weak aura must be fucked then, because I got
Update it.
triangle.
Yeah,
I just
fix it.
updated
The weak
yesterday.
aura does not
There's
give you
no-
a marker.
It doesn't give you a marker.
It literally tells. So okay, like
It was different in Prague. My weak aura was saying something completely different in Prague.
Update your liquid weak aura.
yeah. Then what are you doing different?
There's been about 15 updates since we've killed this boss in Prague.
I just updated it yesterday. And then
Do it again.
The weak aura will not assign you a marker because it doesn't know what markers are on the floor. That is
The
not set up for
DBM?
this fight.
Position.
DBM
DBM
and
give you a
big
marker?
wigs will assign you a marker and /say. Ignore that.
Like, so
that was the
I
first time
direct
I've seen a marker. That's all
I
I'm
direct
saying.
everyone to the Mugsy channel. Like I guess let me just fucking like stream Discord itself, but like so at 5:29 I post for everyone's reference. This is what your liquid weak aura should be displaying when you are assigned a normal jail. There's a text to speech, a text of the assignment. So it says front right. It shows the words front right and then shows you a map pointing to front right. There are 3 simultaneous reminders of what you are supposed to be doing, none of which is a marker. Front right, visually, verbally, picture fucking candy corn. And then if you get a different assignment than your normal one, it'll be red text, where you're supposed to go, back right, a picture, and then the same thing, audio cue of your normal, of whatever assignment it's giving you. So you should hear, see, feel the one place you were assigned to go, none of which is marker assigned.
Wait a second, I need to figure out
If
what
you're
the
not
setting
getting
is in
that, your weak
DBM.
aura is wrong.
I need to.
It's literally, it's up to date. I have no idea
You
why I didn't
have
get it that
all
time.
3 packages.
Yes.
Are they all up to date?
Is DBM telling
Hey,
you what
can
to
you
do?
can you share your screen
No,
and show me the
it's-
weak
it's-
auras?
No. What gave him the marker was DBM or Bigwigs.
You just turn it off. for
Bigwigs
this
I'm
doesn't
purpose.
have.
assuming it's DBM.
But the
because
marker
Yeah.
doesn't matter, because even in my picture, I have a marker. You just ignore it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is it is the thing though is DBM will assign you a marker. You just ignore that and you do whatever the liquid weak aura tells you to do. Because I got assigned skull or I got assigned square. The liquid weak aura was saying back right. If you were yelling in chat, that's from a DBM or a big wigs. I'm assuming
Yeah, ignore
DBM.
all
I
that.
didn't look at chat, so.
But DBM and bigwigs will also, if I remember correctly, when you get assigned a marker like that, will slap the marker somewhere on your screen. I think it's center top of your screen is where DBM auto will put text that says like, "Oh, this marker."
Import as copy. Update auras. Like it was literally working yesterday, and then all of a sudden, this time it didn't fucking work.
Did you have a marker yesterday? Like, did you
I
get
had
the
a marker, but it
picture of-
wasn't.
Did
I
you-
had the words
well,
yesterday. Is what I'm
The
saying.
words and the text and the picture.
Yeah, I had all that yesterday. I didn't have it today. That's what I'm saying.
So we can run it back, but if you're just going to not have an assignment again, we're not getting anywhere until you figure it out.
Give me one more.
Unless we just guess that you pick right. You have a 25% chance of not wiping us.
No, I will say this is Goofy. Your weak aura like did not trigger at all. Because there are 3 people in Say Chat. Front right was for Frank, so Frank was assigned Moon. Bog was back left, he was assigned Skull. I was assigned back right, that's Diamond. Those were the only 3 people that said their assignment in /S, not /yell.
Well, I just redid it, so we'll see if it fixed it this time.
Okay.
So I just re-downloaded every single week aura, all 3 of them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Frank, we're hitting the boss.
What the fuck, Goofy?
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Thank you.
Communities are going to be soaking this.
Oh no.
Everyone else be on dirt side. Swap.
Oh no.
Give the enough space on the right side with that jail. Okay, we're in Frost Shadow Boots in a couple of seconds here. Watch the cast coming out now.
Oh no.
Okay, both that's that finger gun. And swap.
Oh no.
Personals in 3,
1.
Mines are coming out. Just watch your feet here. Don't step on a mine. Soak those red circles.
Oh no.
Or everyone's soaking the center.
Oh no.
Swap. And we're phasing into P2.
Oh no.
Going left.
Oh no.
Oh, thank you.
Going left
Keep it going.
on this next set. Okay, we're baiting mines over by dirt side. Watch your feet here.
Oh no.
Frost Shatter. We made it a bit too far back, but that's fine. Try to make the most out of it. It's gonna be a bit tight.
Defensive.
We have 2B reds. We have 2B reds.
Right.
Oh no.
No, can't let it over that.
Duna is the closest B-Reds.
Nope. This overlap. We still gotta correct this, the jail shit. Like, there are 4 jails.
Did it overlap again?
Oh
Yes.
no.
These two.
People are still
Whoever
putting them in the
was
wrong
first
spot.
I just don't need to be like. Honestly, you can fuck off over there. if
Yeah,
really
you can
want
get
to.
real fucking wide with it. Like,
Can we move square like this?
I mean, we put
Yeah,
the
you
mark.
might want
Yeah,
to spread them a
yeah.
bit more.
Like the
We still need
markers,
them for the
square
soak,
and
right?
moon still need to be somewhat close to each other. That's about it.
We were close
think
enough that the person could get in between.
And then, yeah, we baited way back. You still slide a little when you get in the fire, yes, Egg.
We were
I
like
slid right into the beam.
Bill, are you on a different microphone?
Yeah, you're like your cam
We were
mic right
liking
now.
people in the soap.
There you go.
No, we overlapped the things and then we baited
You know,
the
we had people
mines
soaking
too far back.
mines.
So we need to bait a little bit closer to this line.
Yeah, it
Dive
honestly
to
it
the
just
rocket, though.
it's just directly over. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't need to
We
be over
died to
here.
the rocket. It's a big soak.
Yes, correct.
It's like there was not enough people in the soak, or if someone
Yes,
dies.
because they
Yeah, people
died
were
to
dead. Yeah.
the jail. The jail killed the people that would have soaked.
Also,
Guard was dead
we
before then.
real,
Only
Yeah.
guard
quick,
died.
real quick. We are baiting a bit too far back.
Yes, I
We-
mentioned that.
Yeah,
You wanna be, like,
what
here?
what we want to do is
Here.
we want to be the boss, like optimally, if we can glue the boss to like this brick here, right? It obviously won't necessarily be exactly there, but like that brick is, imagine that's the boss. You're gonna want to be no further than that marker. You're gonna be like almost touching the metal side. So you give the people that are running those frost shatter boots there enough room to move so they're not super squished by the beam.
Oh, is that what happened? Husky gripped Zemio in the intermission there?
She got stunned, yeah.
Got stunned, and then another one on top of me, and then I moved right to get out of it. Another one.
Husky's a fucking champion.
So
All I heard was no.
was
saw
I
the
supposed to be in a
debuff, and
jail
just
there?
gripped.
Because that's how I didn't see it still.
You're not assigned to jail unless you get a jail there, Goofy.
Literally
Okay, I'm just
saved me.
double checking.
I also
What?
pulled you
Oh
right
wait,
to another one.
wait, you are assigned.
I didn't get a jail like a thing, a week or a thing pop.
Do you have your MRT note open?
Oh, never mind. You're not assigned. You're not assigned. You're not assigned to that one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Did MRT
I was looking at
updates
the wrong
only
list.
show like my name highlighted?
That's a
No.
setting you can check.
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're in for a set of mines here in a couple of seconds. Bait by the boss. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine.
No.
Some immunity soaks.
Oh no.
Tank beam. Everyone else be under.
Oh
And swap.
no.
Make sure there dig be enough space with this right side jail.
Oh no.
Tank frontal and semi followed by frost shatter boots. Casting now.
I see a right on the left. Okay, then what about this?
Oh no.
Finger gun. Make sure you clip both the ads here. What? Next up is going to be mines. Stayed over by the boss.
Personals in 3.
Oh no.
And soak in the center.
Oh no.
Tank
Please.
beam, just watch it. Alright, swap. Watch the beam.
Oh no.
Watch your feet here. It's more important for you to not get stunned.
Oh no.
What? What?
What just happened?
Why is he
He-
enraged?
angry. Did we all go from the metal side to the brown
That
side?
doesn't matter at B2. I think
Wait,
did
what?
we
doesn't have this mechanic.
did we never transition before we pushed him? Is that
Yeah,
why?
we transitioned at like 93.
Oh,
It did pop.
That's weird.
It did explode.
No.
Like it did damage to us.
We have
as
to
we
switch
walked
to
over.
dirt before we push, regardless of when we
Oh,
push.
and we
We
just
did.
called it late.
It did
Doesn't
a
it then you-
knockback and did damage to us.
I don't think it matters. I think it resets.
Well, it didn't
his-
reset his energy bar. I
It
think was the
didn't, yeah.
problem. Yeah,
But
it was
it
supposed
should.
to, and it didn't.
I need to reset him. I just fucking smashed turtle.
You'll be fine. Actually, no, you're immune to
I
suit.
know
Never
I
mind.
won't.
Yeah, we took a stack of uncontrollable destruction.
That sucks. That just reset all my stacks. Sucks. Who pulled? Damn it, Murdoch.
real quick.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I hit something and didn't mean to.
What do you need, Hwag?
Hygiene pots.
Here you go.
I mean, I can go buy them. It's not a big deal. I should get a summon back.
You're gonna have to speak up.
Said I can just get a summon back. It's not a big deal.
How do you say your name, by the way? Hog?
It doesn't matter.
It's Og. The H is silent.
You can call me
Like a
fucking
hog.
idiot. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Yeah, no, we never transitioned in the dirt. That's why we didn't take a third stack of uncontrolled destruction. I thought we did, but we didn't.
We just pushed a little faster than we had been.
Yeah.
You're gonna call the whole DPS if we're pushing too fast
No.
or something?
No, we just walk over.
Yeah.
Just
we
yeah.
can-
We're not holding DPS at all.
All right.
Yeah, we don't need that finger gun to go off, right? So for like
Yeah,
real
you-
ahead of it, you just go over at like fucking 80 energy.
Yeah. We just
Was it
don't.
one of the
just-
anchors that was still anchored, or somebody else?
It was both.
No, it was just a late call.
5,
Is I was trying to
4,
time it like
3,
to be as
2,
close as possible,
1.
but we I'll just call it earlier. We don't need to like have that tight of a tolerance on it. Getting for a set of mines here. Watch your feet.
Oh no.
Immunity soaks.
No.
Will be followed by a tank beam shortly.
Oh, kill me.
Everyone else be
Okay.
under.
Oh no.
Swap. Alright, next up's gonna be jails in a couple of seconds. Beat the right side jail, make sure to give Digsby enough space to run behind you against the wall. Alright, next up's gonna be tank frontal. And then Frost Shatter Boots. Casting now.
Gold.
There was Poopy where I was standing.
Oh no.
Just wait.
Able to get out.
Straight behind the boss.
Yeah,
That was
no,
always spooky.
Well, it's straight in front of the
Not
boss.
that
is
close.
Poopy.
I think we need
that's
to
behind.
not have the fire pools so far back. It's like we're just getting wrecked by gold. Trying to dip in for frost boots there. I constantly proc G death every pull.
Oh, because if you go here to get in the fire, you will always get hit. If you get here, you won't. Everyone
I'm
just running
here.
behind the boss.
I'm here.
The
The
gold
boss was
the gold
here
was
where
right
you
here.
are.
I'm
It's,
not.
it's
I'm
from
saying
the boss's trajectory of hitting
gold-
the tank, right behind
gold
it.
drop this
Straight
wasn't
line.
too good.
let's just pull
So
the
if you
fire
go
like
anywhere
5 feet
behind
out.
the model of the boss, you will hit the gold. So if you
You
go
have
on
to
the edge
be-
of the circles, you won't.
We just
you
need
have
the
to
fire
be-
to be a little further out.
You have to be
It's the
cantrip. Well, regardless.
The only thing that
is
can fix this is Dixby running in. But sometimes he just
No,
does
no.
to
The
deeper
gold doesn't
cement
need to
up.
move, is what I'm
So,
saying.
No. Okay, so
You don't
there's
understand.
two things that are happening. Yes, the fire it needs to be inched forward a little bit, and two, doing a U running where you were, you would have died even if the fire was further forward. You ran straight behind the line that Dixby got knocked back with the goal. You would have just walked into the fire and double stacked the tick.
Where was there fire that wasn't gold? Because Krozak and I died to the same thing.
On dirt side.
I was on the line.
You gotta can't.
Yeah, line is bad.
On
Yeah, it
dirt.
was through
Don't
the
be on the line because the line is covered in gold.
Okay.
Digsby is standing here. He gets pushed. He flies like this, and he leaves a trail of gold, and then he runs like this. So there will be like an L of gold, and everyone just goes behind the boss and stands here, right where he got like flew through. And there is like a lot of people getting gold ticks constantly, and yeah, sometimes you just die because we called it out. We were like first 10 pulls. Just go on the side of the circle, right here or right here. Don't stand right behind the boss.
A lot of times I dip into the fire before it happens, but I haven't been quite as healthy tonight, so I haven't been doing it. I guess it's 3 heals versus 4. I usually probably have some constant hots there, so I just haven't been dipping as deep into the fire.
Oh, going into that, I'm giving you like 70% DR.
Are you ready, kids?
Because I'm hitting you with a power word shield, a pain sup, and a premonition.
Yeah.
That right there from Diggs' view was just okay.
5, 4.
I'm just gonna go
3,
assume that it's just not
2,
helping enough. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm usually a little bit healthier than I have been, so I just haven't been going as deep into the fire. I'm just gonna go as deep into the fire as I usually do.
First set of mines is coming out.
Oh no!
And immunity soaks.
Oh no!
Be tank beam. Everyone else get the dirt side.
Oh no!
Swap. And first set of jails are gonna come out. Give Digsby enough space on this right side jail.
Oh no!
Getting tank frontal. Gonna be followed by Frost Cheddar Boots in a couple of seconds. Watch the cast. Coming out now. Next up's gonna be Finger Gun. Hit both the ads with it.
No!
Swap the metal.
This fight does have to have some sort of fucky going on. I feel like that happens a lot. If you get picked for one thing, you're just doomed to get everything.
Personals in 3.
Whoever picks like the furthest out sometimes.
Mines are coming out. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine.
What happened?
We
missed one.
Soaks.
Yeah, I had to go really slow there, and bubble timed out right at the end there.
I think just a lot of melee is just booking it for the single soak, and the others is just not getting soaked.
I'm soaking when I can, but I literally have to plant my feet and stand.
I was literally trapped in by 3 bombs, so I couldn't fucking
Yeah.
move.
Three spawned on melee, and like we were.
I was trapped in there.
It's also like a terrible angle, like camera-wise.
Are ya ready, kids?
Alright, there's a repair hammer up. Make sure you repair.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So many toys. Don't die too quick, okay?
First set of mines is coming out soon. Watch your feet here and make sure we soak all these circles.
Goofy, you gotta watch your feet, man.
Oh, somebody else got another one.
That shit's getting old.
Wait, that was the first one I died for.
We have 4 dead.
Yeah, we're just gonna die here. Just don't soak this.
Just gotta dip in the fire.
I think we missed the soak too.
What was the white before that?
No.
Yeah, we missed a couple soaks because somebody soaked one out in Narnia.
I dropped a bomb
Go-
out in Narnia.
Goofy died, but after that was soak missed soak right after 3
thought you
seconds later.
died when he
It just downward spiraled after Goofy died. Everything after that's kind of irrelevant.
Well, somebody else got another bomb. Like I guess
Yeah,
I didn't
Oreo
die from
did
it.
too.
The missed soak was here, so I was like, I'm not sure.
There definitely were some people trapped in
I
from the
did
bomb
not-
trying to get to
I
that.
did not hit a bomb. What
You
happened to me
died
is
to unstable cluster bomb.
cluster bomb. I died to a 998k overkill.
Oh, bomb, not mines.
I died from I died from the bomb physically getting hit by somebody.
Yeah, whoever hit the second mine didn't die from it, but somebody else got hit by it. I know I only soaked 2.
Once we had like 3 deaths there, I soaked.
Oh,
the
there
top
you
one
go.
didn't die.
Yeah, no, it was bomb got dropped to like 60, and then I didn't get the stack healed off of me, and I just got dropped to like fucking 2%.
All right, remember, when mines are out, you're fucking looking at your feet. You're not standing in where they spawn ever.
Can you give me
Ever.
10 seconds for cooldowns, please? You're good to go.
Toski's not ready yet. We just need to focus and do the mindsets, get there, do that jail set one time, and just kill the boss. And then we can start pulling Gallywix again. We all know this boss is more frustrating than Gallywix is, so...
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So many toys. Don't die too quick, okay?
First set of mines here, bait by the boss. Watch your feet, don't step on a mine. Self red circles.
Nowhere to run now.
Be on dirt side.
Oh no!
First set of jails. Would there be enough space on that right side jail?
Oh
Samuel, you got
It's
first kick.
frontal here.
I'll get next kick, Samuel.
Raw Shatter Boots. Casting now.
Another stain on the carpet.
Get him up.
Oh
Finger
no!
gun. Hit both the ads. Walk. Okay, we're getting another set of mines. here.
Personals in 3.
Feet.
One.
Made by the boss.
No!
Barrel, can you get that last mine?
Soak in the center.
Oh no!
Right between the eyes.
God damn it, Rake, you fucking terrorist.
Let me try this.
Swap.
Oh no!
And we're fizzing.
You're hit 6 feet under.
Oh no!
Go right.
Their ancestors felt that one.
We're going left on this next set.
Oh no!
Let's finish this scene.
Baiting mines, baited over by the beam. Don't be so far back, Toski. Reap these mines.
Go ahead and list.
So
Wipe.
We get a mine.
Yeah, something fine. People weren't prepared to soak.
Oh no!
Triangle. That might be the only marker we do need for, like, since we don't need the P1 markers, just we need a singular marker for baiting.
It was fine. It just should be behind the line of this, I think, because they
Yeah,
are really bare bladed.
but
If
only
there
a
was a
little.
bait here and here, it means someone was behind the boss instead of in front
Could
of
we
the boss.
could we get the marker for the middle soak there too? Wherever we had it
just
there
dropped
would have
it.
been kind of
We don't
problematic.
need markers for everything.
That I mean, no one would have been able to break their ice off of that middle soak.
Yeah, they didn't. Someone didn't get like far enough. You could have broke it. It was just you had a very small area to break.
Are you ready, kids?
We have X as a marker. It was already there.
We
Yeah,
got
what are
rid of the
the
triangle? They were for his frontal cone and the tank thingy.
yeah.
That's the marker for baits. Exactly where
It's the
it needs to
markers
be.
you're being in between those two
5,
markers when those mines
4,
come out.
3, 2, 1.
Triangle.
You obviously don't have to be in a single file line, but that's as far as you can go back. Forward. Watch your feet with these mines.
Oh no!
Some immunity soaks.
Oh no!
Everyone else be on dirt.
Oh no!
And jails.
Diamond.
There'd be no space with that right side jail.
I got next kicked in me.
Oh no!
Frost Shatter Boots is incoming. Casting now.
Oop, that's not right. Good job. Hunter.
No!
Whichever hunter that was, you've been wrong twice so far.
Nope, one time it was me, that time it was Toxic.
Sharing the same mistake then.
Different hunters.
So we'll talk about it after the pull.
Personals in
Mines are
3.
coming out.
One.
No!
We're gonna need a big soak in the center here.
Oh no!
Right between the eyes.
What?
Gonna grind them to dust. Have at it, mug.
Oh no!
Let's kick this into overdrive.
MP2.
You're headed 6 feet under.
Going left with this first one.
Oh no!
Going right with this next one.
That one.
Oh no!
Yeah, next up's gonna be baiting the mine over by the dirt side. Mines are coming out, watch your feet, get around them, root them. You got one kind of far off in fucking Narnia. And then this will be followed by the next set of jails.
Front right.
If you assign jail,
One minus going. Okay.
Oh no!
Oh,
Someone get knocked into it? Yeah, they did.
the jail got knocked us away from it first.
Yeah, it's because
Knock
I was
yourself
the
into the-
soak and we got
Knock
knock
yourself
yourself
north,
into the
or
jail.
the wall, or anything
The-
else.
into the other jail. There's like, wait.
Ours both broke, so when I got knocked into Moon, Moon knocked me out.
Yeah, so I was the soak, I was right here, we got knocked into here right as.
I think it's the reason because we lost it right before the jails and people just destroyed them.
Just get knocked into the wall. This happened like.
If we get
3
knocked
separate
into the
times.
wall, we're not in the soak. The soak is supposed to be like right in between here, no?
Yep, exactly.
I mean, if you
where-
both
where
get
I
knocked into the wall,
So I was in blue, and I got the soak, so I moved to the very edge so this group could soak.
Yes.
And then ours died and knocked us into this one right as it fucking blew up.
Well, the
I don't
circle
think
was
it was-
covering the wall as well. The circle was big enough to cover both groups if
Yeah,
all of
but
them
when
got
our
pushed
jails
to the
exploded, they knocked us
The problem
out
is
of the-
timing. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
there's-
jail explosion and circle explosion at the same time.
Also,
There is
whatever
nothing to
happened
account for
here,
it.
like I don't know what happened here. I wasn't even in it because this person, whoever, just took way too long.
It was just unlucky. That's all it was.
I-
The guy was hauling ass. I watched
I'm a
him.
DK with frost boots, and then I got the farthest run.
You can't use your class as an excuse, even though that's completely
Yeah,
valid.
you Shut can, the they got fuck up. baby legs.
Even though that's completely valid.
Do we have real quick? Who's doing the first roar and intermission there?
Me?
Is your roar back up for that set of frost shatter boots?
Maybe.
If it is, just slam it there.
Can you put in the note? Copy pasta?
I have no clue what the timing is for that. I
Okay,
can
I'll try
just
to
yell
remember.
it.
Yours is on a 1 minute, right?
I'll just
Yeah.
yell roar.
It should be
and
up.
If you have it, use it.
It should be up by the time we
Gateway would through the fire would do as well, actually.
It's in the note. Don't fucking try and yell it. It's in the note. No, we're not fucking with gates on this shit.
Yeah, Belray's gonna take
We're not trying to overcomplicate this shit. It's literally just if you're in the 2 immunity jails, right? If you're in Square and Moon, you can literally fucking AFK and kick the goon until the soak goes off. Don't
And
break.
as
Don't
long
get.
as you eat the
Duna,
soak and don't-
let me talk. Let me talk,
Go
Duna.
ahead.
If you're in those 2 soaks, just fucking AFK, kick the goon, wait for the big rocket to go. Your boss damage, sorry, it doesn't matter. The boss will be fucking dead before you have to kill the goon.
Yeah, just hold the goon.
So just fucking rotate kicks. Don't burst the goon down and get knocked away with the fucking soak and cause that whole fucking mess. Just do the soak, do the mechanic, kill the boss, and move on.
The soak will break down the wall, and you'll still have to kill the boss inside of it, or the goon
Yes,
inside
you
of it.
still have to kill the jail.
But don't
Just
run
to
out
put in
after the
perspective,
explosion goes
the
by.
boss is at 8% health there. The two side jails, Skull and Diamond, are bursting their ghouls down to just fucking nuke the boss. So you're gonna have like what, 8 DPS just cranking the boss?
They were good.
Just kick the goon, do the soak, and then kill your goon.
Are you ready, kids?
I assume you're feeling pretty safe there, Digsby, now?
Yeah.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Triangle. So many toys. Don't die too quick, okay?
Doing first set of mines in a couple of seconds. Just watch your toes here. Don't step on a mine. Watch your feet and soak the red circles.
Oh no!
Nowhere to run now.
The immunity soaks. It's gonna be followed shortly after by tank beam. And finger gun. Everyone else get the dirt side. Alright, next up we're gonna get jails here in a couple of seconds with this first set of jails. Get the right side jail, give Digsby enough space to get behind you on the wall. Next up is going to be the tank frontal here in a couple of seconds. Watch it.
Oh no!
And this will be followed by a Frost Shatter Boots. It's coming in a couple of seconds. Watch the cast. Casting now. Next up's going to be a finger gun. Hit both the ads with this one.
I need a grip. Thank you.
Oh no!
Hit Toski up. Well,
Wrong side, by the way, Toski.
hey, we're gonna
Personals in 3.
One.
Watch your feet, don't step on a mine, and soak these red circles. We need a big soak in the center.
Okay.
Oh no!
Where were those missed at?
Their last two came down like one there. There's one here for certain that got covered.
These two were, I think. I don't know if the one by the
One of
I'm
these
always
got
like by
covered
the
for
stairs.
All
I
all
did
the
cover
melee were in
this.
the one by the stairs. Yeah.
So I assume some here.
I was waiting for that.
It wasn't there at the back.
I thought there was
Didn't-
one like
Didn't
there.
have any mines detonate towards the back. If I had to take a wild guess, it probably went far right.
Yeah, because I feel like I
Went
saw
over
it
by
in the
ping
front.
because that was the only place that didn't have players there.
I was over there. I think it was actually like underneath the boss.
Yeah, we got the one
Yeah,
near school.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking see it, so.
Underneath the boss was covered.
There could have been one hidden. It doesn't matter.
Are ya ready, kids?
Hell yeah.
He said BRB in chat.
Oh, I can do it more than.
Oh, he's ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So many toys. Don't die too quick, okay?
Hey, first set of mines is coming out. Bait by the boss.
Oh no!
Nowhere to run now.
The immunity soaks.
Oh no!
It's gonna be followed by a tank frontal. Everyone else be on dirt side.
Oh no!
Well, first set of jails. Give Digsby enough space on that right side jail.
Oh no!
We need a tank Infernal here. This is going to be followed by Frost Shatter Boots shortly after. Casting Boots now. Next up's going to be Finger Gun. Walk. Next up's gonna be Mines again. Just stay close to the boss and watch your feet.
Personals in 3.
1.
Coming out now.
No, we got him. I would have got him, but I got knocked over here and they were right here.
Oh no!
Is there a reason why the entire raid isn't pretty much in front of the boss there?
Do what?
Why, like, everyone is in front of the boss there? We have, like, nobody behind the boss. It's, like, me and 2 other people.
What's in front? What
do you
side?
mean?
You mean in the middle there by pings?
This side.
Oh.
Against the wall, there's no one?
No, that's where most of the raid is. We don't need
Oh.
most of the raid over there. That's like that's the melees. The range should be sitting like from back here to back here.
Can I ask? Because I've been doing this every pull and it seems fine. But if this marker is the boss, is this acceptable?
Get yourself when you say this. Where is she?
Like, if this is the boss and I'm standing like right here, is this acceptable distance?
That's fine.
Okay.
It's the thing is the once those mines start coming out, once they've been baited, the range kind of just take like it. What's happening is we're getting lazy with this shit because it's reclear and it's not. You can't get lazy with these mechanics. What's happening is we're moving forward, we're baiting the mines, and then people are only taking 2 or 3 steps back and not going back to where they should be. That's why we're missing this shit. We do it on the first set of mines as well. Like we need to just do this the same way we did it in Prague. There's no reason to half-ass it.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, so many toys. Don't die too quick, okay?
First set of mines is coming out now. Bait by the boss. And watch your feet.
Oh no!
Immunity
Be
folks.
raised.
Get Bigsby.
Here's take.
Oh no!
Next up's gonna be Finger Gun. Everyone else be on dirt and swap. Bring first set of jails. Give Digsby enough space on this right side jail.
Oh no!
Shadow Boots is coming out soon. Casting now. Next up's gonna be a finger gun.
Oh no!
Hit both the ads. Swap. We're getting another set of mines here.
Personals in 3,
1.
Watch your feet and step on a mine. And soak in the center.
Oh no!
Tank beam. And then we're gonna get a gun here. Swap.
Oh no!
And intermission now. Going left on this first one.
Oh no!
Going right on the next one. Just rename Husky the tugboat.
Oh no!
Calling Zimio a barge?
It's hard to see between the.
Okay, bait these mines. Watch your feet. Shoot them. Frost Shadow Boots is coming out in a couple of seconds. Then we're gonna get jails as well here.
Front right.
Unrooted. I need root.
Slow DPS.
Yeah, I'm at.
Oh no!
Hey, rooted one.
I taunted that. Okay.
The ads have to die. The goon in jail.
Did the wall break and did you guys just walk out?
Oh
You
no!
have
We ate a
little bit
front
outside for the fire, so I think the fire just needs to be dropped like towards the back so we can still DPS from the front.
What's with all this? What's with this pool? Why is there a giant pool going through the middle?
We also, as we left the jail, ate a frontal there.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't on me. It's my bad though.
There should be a gap between. I think Square and Moon, right, is the one that overlaps Oaks.
Ideally.
A small gap, yeah.
Because if Dixby can't, he has to like run there to eat the frontal, and he will not be in the soak because he doesn't have a time to eat the soak and then run there. And we
You
want
need
him to
space
eat the soak.
between. You need space between blue and moon.
Yeah, just
Yes.
enough for him to
Same
run
way as
through.
again, same way as we did it on Prague. Is you need that space for the tank to get knocked through there. You also need that space in there so you're not so close that you guys just completely nuke both of those soak circles in case immunity gets or a non-immunity gets reassigned there. The non-immunity needs a corner to go to.
Also, Digby probably could still stand in between the circles, but if you get pushed into this direction and he doesn't have a room to fly through, you will be pushed into the frontal as well.
We all just need to try. We also need to try, like, yeah, with this, need to wait for the ad to die, but it needs to be pretty fucking low, so we're not having to stand in anything for too long to kill it.
Yeah, that was honestly fine, other than 3 of us dying to it. Because the only one that was left was the blue one at that point, and it still only had like less than 5% health.
It was like 10% coming out.
The shield it gave the boss was basically negligent.
So we want to kill the goons, just not kill them too quickly, right?
You don't want to, yeah, we don't want to get knocked before the
4,
soak.
3.
That's only the
2,
middle 2,
1.
front and the 2 front ones. The outside ones.
Watch your feet with these mines. Just make sure not to soak them by accident.
Nowhere to run now.
And some immunity soaks.
Oh no.
Everyone else be on dirt. Well. Okay, we're gonna get jails here in a couple of seconds. You get that right side jail, give Digsby enough space to run behind you. Ready to tank frontal, and this will be followed shortly after by Frost Boots. Watch the cast. Coming out now. Next up's going to be a finger gun. Make sure to hit both
Husky,
the
you
ads
still
with
getting
it.
that wrong, dude.
Oh no.
Well.
Personals in 3.
Activating mines by the boss.
You're gonna have to get that last one, Bell Rip.
Soak in the center. Watch that mine.
Oh no.
Swap.
Oh no.
Starting that mission. Going left on this first one.
Oh no.
Going right with this next set.
Oh no.
Watch your feet. And then after this ends, we are going. Mines, watch out. Watch your feet. Frost Shatter Boots. And this will be followed by Jails.
Oh no!
Knocked out of these Jails.
Almost frontal.
This has to hit ads.
Just don't hit the mines. Just keep it there. Just keep it there. Just keep it there.
Here come the
You got a
mines.
Kite the
mine
mines.
coming in. Kite the mines. Run away from them. Run away from them.
Kill the boss, kill the boss, kill the boss.
Just run away.
Thank you.
We did it!
Ready! Hit the thingy.
Yeah, of course. That fucking
30?
figures.
Wait, you get 30
What the
now?
fuck is that loot?
The
I
item
think
I
I should
denard
disable
that
that belt
we
from
want.
dropping. What the fuck?
Can I get a belt, please?
Garbage loot.
2 of the
Shut
item
it.
I denard.
It went okay.
Killing mini boss or no?
Yes.
Yeah, just kill the mini boss.
All right. So we're gonna need to talk about Gallywix because we have a couple of people that have never done it before.
It's break time.
Well, you can start
Break
talking
time.
while we on
We
break.
about to get bricked.
Well,
Do we
we're not going to
want
talk on break.
to
You're not
kill-
assumed to be here during break.
Yeah,
Do
that's
we
fine.
want to kill a fourth boss before we prog?
I mean, we can go kill like fucking Cauldron or something. We're killing the mini boss,
Wait,
and then
let's
we'll
just
go
kill
on break.
this. Like, fuck that.
Well, we're still gonna potentially do 6 bosses if we kill Gallywix fast enough.
I'm too many boss to be eligible for loot. And Zemio will fly away. Yay!
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, Bago and Rick. No.
So close, so close.
Rick, what the hell?
Why would I go flying away? I'm a monk.
Did you get hit?
Well, you did fluke.
No!
Oh, Rick probably released.
Rolling away, rolling.
We'll just summon him
Aw,
back. Don't
damn it.
worry.
Nice.
Husky.
I jumped right when you did it too.
All right. Get these votes for this shit, and then we can go on break.
Fucking got him.
Oh,
No one wants this belt anymore, sadly.
oh fuck.
Mog.
I'll take it.
Of course you will. You
Wait,
fucking.
it was
dressed to
Mog, you saw
impress
it, right?
bastard.
Rick, how's
What kind of
that
lie
face?
is that?
Rick, how was
Belra.
that face?
Belra. Everyone
train's
in the
Mog.
raid is wearing the same fucking belt in RCLC. This
Okay.
is the first time I've ever seen something like that.
He
Are
needs
they
that
all
one.
same eye level?
Isn't there a weapon that has like luck on it or something?
No.
Ring.
A ring.
I swear there was something.
Does anyone actually wear these cloth shoulders as their off piece in like their BIS setup?
Nope.
I got
Okay.
90. Ugh. Well,
Ooh, I increased my bars. Nice.
Grats.
Impossible to have 99 this season. So many, so little vengeance playing.
Digsby, if you want to go on your DK, you can go on your DK here.
Oh, I don't care. I can just stay on this dude. Don't matter either way,
Wait.
honestly.
Why? How we would do it without? If he's like ultra soaking bombs.
Death and
Yeah.
decay is not good for the soybeans.
I think I could suck all the bombs, no problem, on the DK too, probably, but I'll just stick with it. It's fine. I'll swap next
All
week
right.
and get my shit in on it, both of them.
Okay, have Barrow play prep next week.
Yeah, you're gonna be paladin bitch next week, Belra.
It's
Well,
670.
actually, we'll have to figure that out because I don't know. That would mean we have to have someone do the jump bomb.
Oh, well, yeah. Somebody's gonna have to figure that out.
That might be a Frank angle.
What?
You
I
heard
mean,
me,
guard
Frank.
could do it, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say give it back to guard if he's feeling comfortable
You
with
want me
the
to
pattern
leap?
and shit now.
How do I do it?
I will say, having played through the entire phase without the bomb pressure, it's not that bad. And knowing where to fucking stand at the start makes a big difference.
Just act like you don't have a. It's when we said don't get psyched out by P2.
No, it was entirely the laser beams and where to
No,
stand.
I know that, but it's the thing is, you guys now see why we said like don't get psyched out by P2 because we had like a string of like 10 pulls on Prague where it's like we got in the P2 and we instantly wiped in like 3 seconds, and it's just like it's just very simple. Is the only incorrect thing to do in P2 is standing something on the floor. Anything else is fair game. You can go fuck off the Narnia if you want. It's fine.
Break time?
Yeah. Break summer.
Did somebody say the bombs are going to be a Frank angle?
Not this week, Frank.
Can warriors like run and leap back or something?
No,
they
you
run
leap
and
off
then
the
you turn
edge
your
and
camera.
then Oreo grabs you.
I like leap into the thing.
You run and jump.
You run and jump
and
into
jump.
the abyss. You just hope that Oreo saves you.
Oh,
Yeah, you jump off the map to dunk the bomb.
Guard
Yeah.
failed it already.
You physically jump.
I
see.
see.
Because I'll be right there.
So I would leap to get the extra speed boost. Like,
Yeah,
keep
get you
running.
there quicker.
Extra damage, yeah.
Charge to it on the other side.
I can't. It's no enemy. I can't charge.
They are
If you
actually
jump off, you
enemies.
get damage.
They have health bars.
My God, guard.
You like that shit?
Well, I mean, charge.
You're
does
like
it?
Guard's just
You
doing
can't-
crack
you can't
shit
hit
right
'em.
now.
Yeah, you can't hit them though. They have an invulnerability shield and charge.
No,
wouldn't be
you're
able to
not
get
doing
to
a
them.
bomb this week, Frank, at all.
No,
I get
Don't
that.
worry.
You're saying
I like
possibly
that.
another week, but
I didn't
charge
have backflip
increases your
ready.
movement speed by
Don't-
70%. I wonder how that
don't-
would work.
Don't worry about it.
You can't charge back.
Just get backflip. What the fuck?
I can, yeah.
If I do that, all my bag loot will fall out.
You can double backflip?
Wrong game.
course.
It's a talent, yeah.
Oh.
It's not really useful.
Very useful.
It is now.
It is cool. Is that
It's
that's
a
the
speed boost.
Can you do it if you're not expecting it,
Stealth
though?
guard, no? Which one does it?
It's Aldrachi Reverse talent, choice talent. You get a CDR on Fell Blade or double backflip. For tank, double flag backflip is very important because there is a lot of where you move, you can like a lot of fights where you move this season.
Real quick, officers, if you're still here, top down.
Oh yeah. Fellblade one is more important for
Yeah, because you have
Yeah,
it
yeah.
rotationally.
because I have to. Well, it picks up my things for my. Well, I mean, it does the same thing. Do we have a actual list of like biggest losses from gambling between Caney and Goofy and whoever's done it?
Um,
You'd have to add them all up.
yeah, you have to add mine and Kenny's together. I can
It's
give
just you.
That's just from last night.
Okay. Is that? I mean, is last night the only time you've run it?
Yeah.
Well, he has to manually reset it though too. So
Someone tell Kane to not reset his. Oh, actually, it
Well,
would matter.
Kenny's busy playing Dune.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Come
there's no way
on.
I lost 311k. I only came into raid with like 350. The fuck?
You won.
And I still have 90k. So what the fuck? It's adding my losses that don't exist. What's going on?
wait, what?
It says I lost 311k, but I have 90k, and I came into raid with like less than 350. Doesn't really make sense. Actually, I probably came even less than that because I bought a bunch of gems before walking into raid.
All right, Jamil.
What happened?
You versus Goofy.
Let's go.
10K.
It's
Damn
gonna
it.
be a little mess.
Big jackpot tonight.
Right? Hey, you got to start it early.
Yes, start your losing early.
Can't lose what you don't have.
What the hell? Hey, double grip.
What?
Jimmy, are all your debts squared away?
Oh, sweet. Thank you.
She
That's a
paid
negative.
me
She still owes me 1 copper.
1 copper.
That's funny. When I owe people money on PayPal, I actually do that as well. Oh, you $50. It's $49.99.
I don't want you to have to go back to Goldshire Inn again.
Oh, well, yeah. What did she do there?
Talking about? Have no one noticed I don't wear shoes? That's all you gotta do.
No, we're too busy looking at deals.
Duna, are you listening?
You have to try. Self.
That's a good point.
Duna missing it.
Let's fucking go.
I'm so over this. The fuck?
Semio.
Save me.
Semio, save Olo.
Okay, hold on. What do I gotta roll?
I won. God damn it.
Yeah.
Where's the second highest?
The losing continues.
Ranked choice betting?
How the fuck do I lose with a 6k? God damn it.
Nope.
Hey, make sure you get back in there so you can try to win your money back. And
Oh,
not.
don't worry, I already did. Oh, Rake's in here? We're all fucked.
We're all fucked now.
You're gonna jinx me.
I had to make sure to close it before he exited.
Another 6k. Oh, thank God.
Oh, damn it.
And here's Rake with the 20k.
I already rolled.
Oh. Never
Goofy,
mind.
give me money.
So demanding.
Gimme. Yes.
What the hell?
Oh, that's crazy.
Crazy
That's
good.
great. The Dodgers Rocky game. It started raining, but they didn't call rain delay. Runners on second and third, and a pop fly to the infield, and he drops it because of the rain. Couldn't see it. And fucking 2 runners scored off it.
Oh God. I rolled too early.
Rip Domsey.
I didn't get punished, thank God.
Oof.
Ah.
Loser.
Would have been funny if your swap still went off on the right person, Zemio.
Oof.
Someone save me.
Oh no.
Thank you, Wog.
Oh, thank God.
God damn it.
Semio, no.
Fuck, dude. This is such. Ugh. Why do I like roll so low on the lowest on the highest
Olo,
one?
save Zemio. Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
come
want money.
on.
You did the opposite of saving her.
I fucking won for once.
Stole 23K from Domsy.
I didn't
Listen,
want to be saved.
I think I needed more.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're gonna go again, even though he just won.
Holy shit, I made it back. Okay.
Made it back in time.
What, did you run to the farm or something?
No, you went to go get some food.
You went to go plow.
Oh, I plowing something.
God damn it, save me. Thank you.
Ooh, farmers are good at plowing. Where else do they get their free labor from?
Well, there's the rake win.
Hey, me.
The hell, Goofy?
Alright, I'm done.
Oh god.
The best part about this, he's trading me the money right now.
Wait, yeah, what the hell?
You're
Why
lucky
is
I
this guy
didn't just
busy?
accept it.
Yeah, I need my 8 gold. Thank you.
All druids are alike.
What the hell?
Fucking racist.
You say all druids are racist?
You're gonna win this one, Frank. Oh, never mind. Can't win now.
Oh shit.
I didn't grab you
Semio,
fast enough.
gotta roll.
But I'm like tabbing out to just watch.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, Zemio. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck, thank God.
I didn't see the 100k roll. I was too busy getting gripped around. God damn it, Husky. I would have won so much.
I mean, Rake's the one who gripped you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't see me, Rake.
100G.
Not even worth.
Not even worth.
I got like 60k. God damn it. That would have been big.
I'm gonna lose this one.
You will never financially recover from this. Oh god, an 8?
Oh, thank God.
No!
Yeah. I'll take one repair bill, baby. Let's go.
That's one
One
and a half
repair
loser
bill.
tickets.
That's 1 out of 10th of a repair bill.
Right? So, see, with my casino here, you know, you actually have to look at how much you're wagering, you know?
20 kg.
With Caney, you didn't, you know, you just rolled the same. Ooh, that was ugly.
Oh
Oof.
my fucking god. I just
Thank
can't
God.
stop. Losing.
Oh, thank you, Olo.
Oh fuck.
Just can't stop losing.
This is ridiculous. I want
It's
Caney
okay,
back.
Olo. You can
I
get
look
away
a
from your
winner in
debts.
this roll. Hold on, I'm gonna roll. Watch me win this one. Never
You
mind.
just jinx
Too
yourself.
late.
Oh my God.
Oh my
What
God.
is happening?
Ooh, thank you.
No! Fuck you, Quansby beat me by 400.
Actually won some money. Wow.
These low rolls. Nah, fuck. Can I win one, please?
I think I'm back to where I started whenever you first started gambling.
69 for 20.
It'll take me a long while to get back to where I started.
I just don't want to
And then
think
we're gonna
about
make
it.
it worse right now. Oh,
Oh my
god.
God.
It's okay.
Oh no.
I'm saving him. Okay, at least I'm not saving.
You know what? I'll say no.
Yes.
There.
Wait, what's your roll? Oh man, 65,000.
What's the leaderboard looking like?
Me at
I'll
the
post
bottom.
it here in a sec.
God damn it.
Yep, Olo's still in the law.
Damn, Olo. You need to stop gambling, bro.
I love how Lip has just stopped.
Fake, though.
Yeah,
He's
Lip
up 200K.
Oh,
My
yeah,
number's
you don't.
fake too.
It's just pixels at the end of the day.
I play gotcha. This isn't that bad.
Have you tried Etheria yet? Restart?
Never heard of it.
It's a new phone game.
Oh.
Come
Oh,
on.
fuck, I
hell
missed one.
yeah.
I missed one. God damn it. I'm gonna
That's
roll
I
it
think I
just
lost.
to piss myself off.
Give me money, Astro.
Okay.
Oh, Olo.
That
Damn
was me.
Good
Good
thing
thing
you
you
weren't
missed
in
it.
that one. Olo.
Someone just
Yeah.
loaded it.
I
Someone got the
just-
Glock out.
It actually doesn't make sense how fucking cursed my rules are.
Wait, how long has break been over?
I don't know.
Like,
Off the
6
sweet spot.
minutes.
Apparently.
They're still chatting about some shit, right?
Gotta know
Thank you.
when hold it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then
they're trying to figure out how
When
Frank's going
hold
to
it.
do the
Live.
bomb.
How is he gonna jump back?
Yeah, I'm not ready for that.
It's super
better
easy.
be.
You
Ready or
just
not.
jump off the
Umbrella.
edge, and we
Wait,
get
why would
you-
Frank? Why would Frank have to do it?
Oh, a good roll. Don't beat me, please. I need this.
It was a
Ooh,
joke.
Frank.
Frank. Oh
wait,
my
wait,
God,
Chris,
Frank.
Chris,
Frank is not doing
1999.
That's fine.
Please don't beat me.
Also, it's for next week, not this week.
Honestly, if I have to do it, I might just stay D-stance after that.
Simio, do it.
Simio
Out of
roll.
fear.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Alright, real quick. We're gonna have our little like fucking end of tier discussion. While we're doing that though, we're gonna go kill Rick and
I'm gone. See ya.
Cauldron.
Cauldron.
Die.
You guy's racist, bro.
The hell, right?
I don't
Oh,
owe
it's
you.
Goofy.
Wrong
Someone
druid.
said rake. Someone said rake.
We going to Cauldron first?
I didn't even read
Oh.
it.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'll
Go to
look for
Cauldron.
you to trade me gold.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me.
All right, who's bomb bitch? Not it.
What the hell? What bomb?
We have 2 hunters.
I do
We
not
do have
like
two
these
hunters.
odds right now.
Why aren't we doing
It's-
Galliwix again?
So
I'm usually
the
always in.
Alt.
Again?
I will. Oh, why the fuck am I Hearthstoning? It's the wrong button. I've said this a couple of times in passing before, but the general thought philosophy, at least with a fight like Galliwix, is very much a fight where you aren't gonna pull 2 to 3 new people in it for a week, because if you do that specifically, you're not gonna kill the boss. You're gonna spend 3 hours wiping to it, and you're gonna kind of tilt the fuck out of the raid. And that's not to say that like it's the fault of the new people. It's just that Galliwix is very much a fight where in P1 everyone has a job. It is very important for you to do that specific job, and if you die at any point, you cause a wipe. We're not gonna do it this week.
What the fuck did I log in this way?
Because we're doing this.
Hey, you're getting bold at least.
Welcome to being part of a team.
I'm sick.
No. But to further explain this is the reason why we're doing this is just because some people are still kind of floating to NARS. Tuesday. We will not be raiding next Wednesday. We have too many people out for 4th of July. Or other shit.
So instead of trying to risk what we like, given this week's success, regardless of people out, like if we're just not going to assume we're going to be able to kill Vexy, Bandit, Muggsy, Galley all in the span of 4 hours. So we're just gonna extend to guarantee at least we get Galley next week in 4 hours, hopefully.
When's 7.2? It's probably like August, right?
Yeah, like
We
the middle to late August.
We probably have like 7 weeks left.
There are 7 weeks left in the tier. But it is the thing is it's just for time consistency, and we have 2 people out this week. We have at least 3 people out next week.
We ain't killing this shit again.
No, we will. Gallywix is an easier fight than Muggsy, but it is not an easier fight if you have, 10 to 15% of your raids hasn't pulled the boss before. You pull one person in, you give them the easiest job in P1 so they can kind of see the fight, vibe with the raid group, see how it feels, and then go from there, and you do that each week.
Are you gonna save the lockout or like?
Yes, sir.
So we can just go straight to Gallywix every
We
week.
will. So next
only next
Tuesday-
week. You can't repeat.
Once you kill
just
Galley, you have to
Gallywix.
redo it.
So next Tuesday, we are going to zone into the raid. We're gonna go straight to Galley, and we're just gonna pull Galley.
I think we could just kill Muggsy straight in the galley. I don't think, and then unless you just after the galley just don't want to do a.
Muggsy, I
people
think,
wanted
did just
Vault.
take, I think, like 2.5 hours. So
0.2 can't come out. My class is actually a disaster.
I can't believe they're getting rid of A-bomb limb. Like, what the fuck are they smoking?
Groups right now?
We will have 3% more next week. Damage.
Make sure me and Toski aren't in the same
That
group.
doesn't really help anything.
So next week will probably be easier if we get the raid buff before we kill Muggsy.
it'll help a little bit, but the damage wasn't the problem.
It doesn't fix the problem we were having.
So can we pull it or no? Or what?
I don't think groups are set yet.
No, give me a sec to set groups.
You can pull it, but it probably won't go well.
Are we 4 or 3 healing?
Up to you
That's a
guys.
personal choice.
You can.
I'm gonna
you can
stand in the middle,
fucking
so
2 heal it if you want. I'm standing in the middle.
You're not a warlock. Why are you standing in the middle?
I also have dots.
Are all the top parses still Destro?
I also have dots. I will be
Yeah.
standing in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too.
I'll grip you.
Yeah,
I'll
I
make
also
sure you
have
stand in the middle.
dots.
Okay.
Who wants to get
Real-
grip?
Real quick. If you're in a group,
Grip me.
double check your raid groups. If you are in groups 1 and 3, you're starting on the monkey. If you're on 2 and 4, you're starting on the dino.
Yo, any signators?
I put a feast down, Hardy sushi.
Me.
Wait, do we go from middle to outside with the bombs, or from outside to middle?
Oh,
Outside
dude,
to
somewhere,
middle.
someplace,
like
Demon Pal is having an aneurysm.
Just
I didn't hear
go
anything.
outside.
Wait,
Can I be in
outside
Astro's
the-
group?
I
In
don't.
Dungeons?
You're starting on
remember what
Dinos,
the
Zimio.
I thought it
odds
was
on
bam, bam,
monkey,
bam, bam, bam.
evens on
Yeah, we'll just go
dino.
outside the middle.
Just go outside the middle. It doesn't fucking matter.
We haven't done this
Yeah.
boss in a long time. I think
We're just
gonna
gonna
do
gas
so
it,
much
most
damage
likely.
that it doesn't.
Just
really
don't
matter.
not soak, please, please,
I hope
please.
so.
Do
It's pretty
mechanical.
embarrassing to wipe.
Also,
Aim the opposite way.
four R2 toy
5,
kickers. It's gonna be the
4,
hunters.
3,
It's gonna be Toski
2,
and Astro.
1.
Response stove. Out of the raid.
Don't get knocked into it.
Fucking mouse over.
Knocked into it. Alright, the exact opposite of what we said we're gonna do, but that's fine. Or maybe I misunderstood. I thought-
We did the opposite.
Consider this outside the middle.
Someone risen over there.
Nah. They deserve to be dead.
Whoa, that's harsh. Big Oreo.
Who are we supposed to be targeting here? Is it the raptor?
Raptor.
Lorendo.
Goddamn raptor.
Technically not wrong.
I'll explain my mnemonic later for how I remember.
Okay, alright.
Mnemonic.
I like some dinosaur trivia.
Against the fence.
Fun
against
fact.
the fence.
That's interesting.
Oh my god, I can just spell word and completely immune this mechanic. That's hilarious.
Try bait here.
You can also bubble it.
That's I don't have bubble tom, but yeah, I could have.
Don't bubble it.
You gonna run across the bell?
Don't send these till they get to the wall. Don't send them till they get to the wall.
God, don't pick me.
You fuck.
Yeah, don't sun them in the center. Who rooted that fucker in the center of the room?
Push there. Don't care.
Oh no.
Oh, whoops. It will explode after. You will have time to.
Sounds like things are going terribly over there.
Sounds like
It's been a time. It's been a time.
That was a crazy gasp.
Before you saw what I saw.
It was fucking mental.
Hypothetically, I baited the beam right on top of the bomb because I couldn't run across it fast enough.
It's okay, you were just griefing me.
Of course. What else would I fucking do?
No monkeys coming. Stop them.
Yeah, stop the monkey from coming.
It's everywhere.
My god, Astro, slow the fuck down!
Lamborghinis.
Without overcharging. Oh, you guys got him. Thank you.
All right, he's gonna start to fucking slam.
I'm lagging. Someone else needs to do the toys.
Toys are done.
There's no more intermission. We're fine.
By the way, if you get hit by anything here, you're gonna just die, so don't.
Zag learned that? Can confirm?
I was just testing, you know, had a test.
Thought he was lying.
Mechanic
Yes.
confirmed.
Mac right before.
Wow. Lip kill
Engineer-
Cauldron for the
Oh
first
my
time.
god, so many,
Belt.
so much shit. It's our favorite
Destroy it.
trinket.
So glad we could get a belt.
Oh,
I haven't-
does that work for the mount? Because my big red button expired.
They're actually griefing.
So can we get?
Can you buy the? Can you buy the mount from over here? Where do you buy the mount from?
Does it drop 2 fucking belts?
They
I
show
don't
this
think
and
the
everything.
boss drops anything worth, but
You could buy the fucking toys.
Need my tertiary.
There's
Now
like
that you
these
can get
vendors
it.
out here
Oh,
that sell
shit.
shit.
They're getting rid of tertiaries next patch, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're just removing them from the game.
That's what I heard from a very reliable source.
Yeah,
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 Frank.
yeah.
Oh, this is the right way.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
I made 3 divines.
Only
so
I
I'm
get
doing right.
tertiaries.
3 divines?
Yeah.
I could have played this season. I haven't played in a fucking hot minute.
don't
Got
play
It's-
two
hardcore.
it's-
belts
The
and one for my mapper.
mercenaries-
Oh, I see how it is,
The
dude.
mercenaries will fucking destroy you.
Yeah, the mercenaries just fucking one tap you.
Are you waiting for loot on the cauldron or what?
Just perma freeze them.
I'm coming.
No, it's like it's literally 5 of us here.
I'm a coming.
I don't have my
Getting ready to be
elite
six.
talent.
Oh yeah, actually it's 6 people.
I don't have the mount. Keep mounting those characters. I was just using my regular mount.
Wait, you
Like a
don't have
WoW.
the car?
Wait.
I could like put it on my action bar somewhere. I know.
You just have you not zoned in the undermine at all on your paladin?
If you
Really?
zone in,
No?
oh,
Dixie, you just gotta take the teleporter and Dorman call, and it lets you fucking mount.
Bro, he's
like a
going
lot.
green. He's saving his emissions.
Oh,
Right.
he's following the Oreo EV.
Oh shit. Alright, who's doing bombs? Or
I'd rather do the bombing part. I don't really want to soak.
Oh, you just want to be a bystander?
Oh, no, you need someone with like strong legs.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I did.
I don't.
But Rake, you're so good at it.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, Bear's really good at soaking
You
that.
could have Marco take it.
Or you know,
Yeah, it's,
people
it's
can
guard's
soak it.
turn. Yeah, it's guard's turn.
Or you know, it's our mechanic.
Yeah, we made Frank do it last time.
I don't
mind
Oh,
doing
you're
it.
about that. You want me to prot warrior? I'll do it. Fine, whatever. I don't care.
Just make
Oh,
not
no.
Goofy do it.
God, Frank's
you
gonna
want?
start
He's
saying
already hit the
slurs.
Prot Warrior attitude, and he hasn't even changed specs yet.
I'll do it. I don't care.
You sound like you want to do it though.
I don't really like this boss. Let's do this.
All right, we just have to kill this boss, and then everyone here has a 4 vault, and then we can have our conversation.
Birds in the bees.
Why, we're not gonna go do Sprocky, the best boss? The fuck?
No.
Next
We
week.
gotta save it for next week for our 2
It's-
vault.
We can't next week.
Yeah, what we're doing is we're gonna do Galley, and then we're gonna do Sprocket, and then fuck me, we're doing Sticks.
Oh,
Oh,
We're doing sticks.
We could do Sticks this week. You're probably getting a 2
Yeah,
vault next week, right?
sticks.
No, I don't want to do Sticks.
Well, we could get a 6 vault for some people.
That
There's
fight
only
is
gonna be 3 bosses
No,
next week.
we're not gonna do a 6 vault.
Sounds scared.
We're just wasting a
It's
boss.
not. It's not about being scared. It's just about. It's not necessarily worth it.
We don't have a huge amount of time next week, and we actually have to we have to have this conversation at least some point soon. So it needs to be either this week or next week. And if we're not doing it next week because we're doing Galley, we need to do it this week. But it is the thing, is the reason why we're having all you guys here and why we need to have this conversation soon is it also involves stuff during reclears. So it will be a thing, is like that's why we need to go over it fairly quickly.
All right. Do we want to throw markers down?
Mr. Mage Man, can I please have food?
You just call me Crow.
Dude, I've been using the new ability, man. Just
You're
use
Mr.
that,
Mage
Husky.
Man. That doesn't give you mana though.
It doesn't give you mana at all? What a shit.
Considering I do, yes.
Okay, Mage Food's way better anyway.
Thank you, Mr. Mage
You
Man.
like my sushi?
I like how these ones just go meow instead of like this.
I couldn't tell if that was a soundboard as well.
Nope, that's just my mouth.
Are you ready, kids?
The fight is very much just listen to calls. If I tell you that you need to glue yourself to the boss when you're in melee, because we're baiting pylons, do that. Just bait cleanly, kill the ads. GG. Don't step on shit in the intermission.
Step on everything. Who takes first on this, Bellra?
Five,
Your mom.
4, 3,
Oh, got him.
2, 1.
My spear!
I know.
Oh no!
How could the boss move out of the spear? It's cheating.
I threw it down. Yeah. My Mythic Plus.
Why are you in Mythic Plus Town? Okay, kill the ads.
I'm taking.
There you go.
Bust a nut.
Oh wait, what the fuck? You're fraud?
Yeah, I'm gonna soak.
Oh, welcome to the raid.
Helping.
Work shield break on that first pylon and then get back for baiting amps. Click break and then bait amps.
Bait.
get shield breaks, and then that's going to be followed by an amp bait in a couple of seconds.
Fuck.
Oh no.
Bait
These
amps, bait amps, bait amps.
Bait.
Amps have been baited.
Grabbed it.
Clear those ads. We got one far right.
We got overloading amplifiers right now.
I'm getting them. I'm just waiting for my stacks to fall off.
It's
And
not
right
just Frank's job, people.
It's not just Frank.
Shield break those and clean up these ads. Just shield break and clean up the ads.
Oh, that's
We
a
have
bit
far
stacked.
left.
We have like 2 in Narnia.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yep.
We have another one that's gonna go off.
Probably defensive.
Oh, we got it.
Oh, we got it.
Just pros.
Watch your feet.
5, 4, 3,
That was pretty
2,
cool.
1.
It's his first time doing this fight. Give him a man break.
3, 2,
Oh, is it?
1.
Yeah.
Watch your feet.
Please not the middle one.
4,
Fuck.
3,
Crip Husky,
2,
please.
1.
Oh, remember he
You guys played time.
I don't know why you thought that was gonna be close.
I mean, kind of was.
Bait.
Oh my god.
Okay, on that first shield break, we need to break the one on melee and the one that got dropped on triangle there. It's
Grab him.
going... Yeah, so pop a personal here. We're gonna have a haywire.
We have 2 in Narnia.
Bait.
Bait that amp as well.
Oh no.
Baited. Let's take him the star.
Oh no.
Oh.
Was anyone else not able to see the charges? I couldn't see the charges at all.
All right. Let's have our conversation.
So we can hearth and power, right?
Oh no.
Yeah, we
Yeah, we don't
can
need to be in the raid.
get out of the
Physically,
raid. Just stay in Discord.
Yeah, we're
Discord's
done.
the only thing that matters anymore.
Does anybody even want any of this loot?
Yes, please.
actually.
What?
He wants that sword.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
The Bis Paladin?
I don't
No,
know.
we
Oh
got
yeah, I
things
guess.
to the higher level
I guess it's
upgrade
a
anyways.
fucking myth. Yeah, it's not even
We either
close.
crafted.
A trinket that I can't get for a while. I'd love.
All right. What tier is this? Does anyone need Mythtrek tier? Rake, are you not wearing? You're not wearing a
Oh, I
shoulder?
just hit Biz for everything.
No, you're. It's showing that you're not wearing a shoulder.
Oh shit, I am. I'm not.
Well, I
Dude,
thought
with
we
that
were wiping the butt.
fucking
Good
dude.
job, dude.
I'm
Dude just
kidding,
took his
guys.
clothes off IRL and
I have-
in game.
Had to go to
He's
the
just-
Goldshire, so.
Who does
Did
anyone actually want
Kevin Monty-
reverb radio? Is that good for anybody?
Guardwood.
Depends
Guardwood,
on,
but
like-
it's only for Mythic Plus.
Okay,
Yeah,
good enough.
I need to complete my trinket collection.
All right, if you got gear, so Cornsby, Rake, and Guard, just run over to
You
me.
can keep it.
I don't fucking want it, man.
You're in raid.
I don't either.
Shut up. Take it. You don't get a choice now.
I'll roll for Tersh.
It's not even my class.
Give it the sag then, because
It's not in my class.
Oh, I'm coming back.
It's
We'll
not
summon
even
you.
my
We'll summon you.
class.
All right. So this is also going to require input from all you guys because while me, Oreo, and Duna are the officer core here, we aren't gonna make 100% of the decisions on how everyone plays the game. I just want to know what everyone's goal is in the game to make sure that we're all on the same page, because it kind of happened a little bit this tier when it came to like pre-fight prep, where some people were really invested in learning how to do the fight prior to the being in the raid, and then other people were kind of just kind of along for the ride. If everyone wants the goal to be just like we chill and get CE, then that's whatever. But I just want to talk about that for a little bit.
I mean, regardless of like what we want to do, whether that's like, oh, we want to keep improving rank marginally each season, stuff like that, is the one thing that like we do need to set a baseline here, because it happened on Gallywix, and we can never have this happen again, where we show up to a mythic boss, we pull the boss, and someone goes, "What the fuck? It's P2." We can't ever have a situation where someone has never seen a VOD or anything else of that capacity going into a fight like Gallywix. Because there was a couple of you that had no clue that the fight actually started with the intermission beams. And that's something we do need to change, is that like there's like fucking there's a lot of hours in the week. We're only asking for 30 minutes. Actually, let me do the math real quick, because it does put it
Daruk,
in
what's our first
perspective
bullet
of
point? I'm
how
trying to
little.
find like more curated questions to to ask.
Do people want to kill mythic bosses, or people just want to chill and it happens when it happens? Because I do the former.
I'm in
Like,
it to
we could have
fucking
killed
win it.
Gallywix a good month earlier than we really did, and it's
Yeah,
kind of frustrating that some
basically.
people don't prepare themselves as much as other people. It's actually really frustrating. That's my 2 cents. We should have killed this boss at a reasonable time about a month ago, and everyone should have their almost have their mounts by now.
So
That's
real
my
quick,
take.
I do want to put it in a perspective of like how I know it seems like, oh, a lot doing stuff out of the game, shit like that. There are 10,080 minutes every week. You get 10,080 minutes a week. We are asking for 30 of those minutes. Is at some point outside of raid time, you go watch a VOD of like someone who's played the same spec as you, like Hunter has, I think Banchers does a bunch of them. They're in a top 50 guild, shit like that. Is like you even if it's not just a top 50 guild, go watch the Dratnos guide, something like that beforehand, before we go over to raid. We will still watch the videos in raid to kind of like, people can ask any questions about the raid plan that they have. It's like, okay, so I watched the video, I saw this mechanic, but like in the raid plan, you're saying we're doing it this way. Dratnos did it that way in the video, right? We'll still go over that, ask those questions, but we can't have another situation on Gallywix where we pull the boss and people have no fucking idea what any of the mechanics do.
And then they want us to, like, I guess, like, that's in itself its own, I guess, problem, in my opinion. But then the secondary component is, well, hold on, let's take raid time, our 8 hours a week, to go over it. Something that I could have done at any point prior, in any week prior.
There was something Max said. It's like a lot of guilds are video pool bosses, video pool guilds, where they'll get to
Well,
a
every guild
boss
other
and
than Liquid and Echo are video
no,
guilds.
they'll get there and they'll spend 30 minutes looking at a video, which seems a little unnecessary.
Well,
Like
to some
having
extent.
like, oh well, we're gonna do this. Let's cover this first phase, and you should know what to do. This is what we're gonna do. Blah blah blah. Not 30 minutes of watching the whole thing. And
Well, that's
it's people's first time ever even seen the boss.
well,
That's
no,
not cool
but
at all.
that's the thing, is that video time is not meant for you to learn, oh, this is what the boss does. That video time is for you to ask any like, it's a final go over for like the beginning of progression, and for you to ask any questions you have in regards to the raid plan. Which is another thing, is if you have any questions about any of the raid plans that we post, you're like, oh, I don't know where the fuck I'm supposed to stand. I like, is the timing on this correct, or like, I just don't understand the way that this is like put into the raid plan. Ask one of the officers outside of raid time. Please do not ask halfway into Tuesday night, because that means that the first half of Tuesday night you had no fucking idea what was going on, which effectively means we burned 2 hours. Right?
also-
Is that's
Sorry,
just
go
what
on.
we're trying to cut down on that, because it is the thing is like Gallywix realistically could have died 3 to 4 weeks earlier this tier, and that's even including like all the early absences that we had. And we'll go over some other stuff, but it is the thing is we can't have, and I'm using Gallywix as an example. Gallywix isn't the only fight that happened this tier on. It was Sprocket, Muggsy, Gallywix. I mean, still
Bandit a little bit, Sprocket a little bit.
right is, but the little bits add up.
Yeah, exactly.
Is when we have 8 hours a week, if we take an hour and a half or 2 hours every week having to re-go over stuff, burning time, progressing because people don't fully understand what's going on. So the thing is, one thing, if you have any questions, please just ask. No stupid questions. I'll say it a million times. There are no stupid questions. If you don't
Asterisk.
understand something, well, yeah, if you're asking me what button I should be pressing that moment, I
Well,
don't know.
no, you finish your statement. I just do have like, because there is a second half to that, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, but it is the thing is right. Like if you're like, I don't understand this, please just say that. It's not gonna think any less of you. Don't think you're an idiot. Nothing like that. It's just that if you don't understand something, ask. We can go over it so that you can understand it, and that'll cut out legit like multiple hours of progression time over the tier.
My amendment to that statement is that like everything Oreo said is 100% true and valid, and I think that's the philosophy we share as a leadership team. We want people to ask questions. We want people to feel like they can speak up if they don't know something, unless, like Oreo mentioned, we're 2 hours into raid, and you're saying, "Oh, what's my assignment again? Where am I supposed to go? Is this back left or is this back right?" And it's a boss we've not only killed, but we've done 100+ pulls on. Like, that's where the question becomes a stupid question, because that question is before we pull the boss, or maybe as we get to P3 of Muggsy, you clarify that, not post CE 100+ pulls into the boss. You're asking that question because that means we killed it despite you never knowing that information the first time.
We don't want fluke kills. That's really bad.
That's the thing. Well, it's part of the reason is why Muggsy was so messy tonight. Is we still have a couple of people I will be talking to you after tonight.
Can I say
you have no fucking idea what's going on, and like I need to figure out what part of the fight you're not understanding so that we can fix that, so we don't spend 20+ pulls on that each week. Muggsy is like a 2 or 3 pull boss.
Can I say is it all comes down to the question, like what's the expectation for the guild? Do you do you want to actually kill stuff in a reasonable time? You want to move up to that US 200, which is entirely reasonable and we could do it, or are you just here to have a like casually get seed? Because I think everyone wants to do a little bit something different, and the people that want to be casual, maybe they shouldn't be here anymore. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the thing is
We are not getting US 200 with 2 days guild. That's a 2-day guild for us.
Regardless of what you want to do, whether you want to be more casual, you want to push a bit more rank, that doesn't matter. Like the baseline that we're setting is, once again, 10,080 minutes in a week. We're asking you for like 30, maybe 40 outside of raid time to go. I'm gonna go look at the raid plan. I'm gonna go like Google Devastation Evoker Gallywix POV, right? And you'll find a video with like a couple thousand views on YouTube that'll show someone's POV of it from that spec's perspective, right? That's all we're asking, because if you do that, legitimately we would have cut like 30 or 40 pulls off of Gallywix. Gallywix would have been a 60 or 70 pull boss.
I don't want it to be a point of like, because it's not what we're here to talk about exactly. I just, in case it gets brought up again or before it gets brought up again, the example is US 200 for this season. They killed Gallywix a month ago in 100 pulls, and they raid 9 hours a week with splits. That's the comparison. Just for a metric, just if you really want to throw a number at it. But like, could we have done a lot better? Yes, we did worse than we did last season, respective to the other people around us. Given that this was an easier season and all the aforementioned problems / missing raids or whatever, and we kind of expected we could have done a little bit better than last season, and we ended up doing worse.
I would completely disagree that it's a preparation issue that we had for the most part. It's just a skill issue. That's it.
I think it's both, but
once again, it's not the only thing, but the biggest elephant in the room currently is the fact that once again is we got the Mugsy, we pulled the boss, and people went, "What the fuck? This is how we're doing it." And
wait, what does this do? Where do I go?
And we had the same exact thing happen on Gallywix, and
Sprocket and
we
Sticks
can't have
and
that. And it's the thing is it's not fair to the 12 or 15 people that spent the time outside of raid preparing for the fight if you just show up never looking at a raid plan, never looking at a VOD, pulling the boss, and then going, "Oh, what the fuck, this is what it does," because the 30 or 40 minutes that those people spent outside of raid just got wasted because now we have to go over it for 30 minutes.
I also will say, I know some people can look at a raid plan, have an idea of what's going to happen, but the second it happens on their screen, like they have to see it on their screen before they connect it. That's fine. If people just take the time to look over the raid plan and have an idea of how we're doing it or how we're planning on doing it, that would knock a lot of time off of our progression for sure, because we spent a lot of time this tier like reading through the raid plan during raid to explain to people where they need to be.
Yeah, it's we should never have a time in raid where someone goes, "Oh, what's this mechanic?" Right? You can be like, "Oh, that's how that mechanic actually functions," but you should never go, "The boss is casting XYZ ability. What the fuck is XYZ?"
or what stunned me on Galley. There's only one ability that stunned you, and it's very obvious how it happens if you've looked up Gallywix. What stunned me shouldn't be a question.
These are the things that like we kind of need to cut down a bit on, because once again it's unfair to the people who spend the albeit fairly small amount of time outside of raid prepping. They show up prepped, and then we just burn another 30 minutes in raid because people don't know what the fuck they're doing.
And I guess whatever time we assume the average person takes, like just double that plus for us actually making the plans, because we feel like our time is even more wasted because, like, especially Daruk specifically, I had shit going on with work at the beginning of the season. I wasn't able to do a lot of it. Daruk basically did all the raid plans himself, and he would spend literal hours going over making a raid plan just for us to pull the boss, and someone be like, "Well, what's the raid plan? What channel is that in?" Like, he spent hours on Sunday making it for someone just to not even look at it. And it's not like Sunday before the Tuesday we pull the boss. We always made sure to make raid plans the week before we even remotely think we're going to kill the boss. So in this season, we never killed something like a week earlier than we kind of had expected to. So the raid plan had been there for 2 weeks at that point. Exactly. The first 3 or 4 are always there before the raid even comes out, just because we do plan to do those quick. But that's kind of decides the point. So I guess
Yeah,
that's why we'll still go over that. But it's as I said earlier, that should never be your first time seeing the fight.
Yeah, that shouldn't count as you watching the video. That's a refresher. That's not a okay. The boss is spawning and where is it going? Like that is an update, an amendment to your current information, not in place of.
I would think more productive would be not just saying be prepared, say the examples where people were not prepared.
We kind of have.
something that
I don't
we
have
saw
necessarily
that's
names,
happened
but
and is not shouldn't have had that, I can give you straight up 10 out of the top of my head.
I get doesn't need to be public. Each person has varying degrees of preparation. Some worse than others. Some no preparation at all. We will handle that privately in DMs of being like, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what we recommend. Like, find a fucking VOD channel on YouTube. Like, once again, as I say, for hunters, banshers, we just used him for like as a general because BM Hunter is a fairly like common raid lead spec. It's a good POV for looking at a fight.
Well, most people are going to end the night thinking, "Oh, it wasn't I wasn't the issue," and that's going to be everybody in the raid almost probably, unless y'all
Well,
reach out and tell them. You know what I'm saying?
I will be doing that over the next week. But that
Uh,
is the thing is I don't need to like call out individually 10 people and have a bunch of people because in a group setting like this it'll just
No,
end up
no, no,
people
not in a
get
group
hot.
setting.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
no,
saying the
I
night
know.
of, if y'all have an issue with how people approach that night, if they, turned up to raid and said, "Oh, I've never seen this shit," then that needs to be addressed that night.
yeah.
Yeah,
but
it
you don't
is.
need to say names. Like we have
Yeah,
examples
no,
of mechanics, right?
in whispers. or
Even
whatever.
right
Well,
now.
I mean, I guess yeah. I gave a mechanic. That was one example that I still remember was someone said on Gallywix, "Oh, I got stunned. What stunned me?" Like either that was a rhetorical question or they have never looked at Gallywix at all because there's only one thing that stuns you, and it's very obvious how it happened.
I mean, it was Muggsy tonight is another
Or
common
Muggsy
one.
tonight.
Is
Yeah.
people asking where back left is, and the thing is, it wasn't the trials asking where was back left. It was the raiders, which is concerning because we've done that jail set. Like we've had that jail set in place. They go in the same spot for 120 pulls. Right?
Well,
Not every pull gets to that set MP2, but that plan has never changed. Like Muggsy, we do Muggsy the same way we did it on Prague for the first half of Prague, where we skipped that P2, that second jail set in P1. And the only difference is we don't detonate those mines, we fucking ignore them in P2. That is the only thing that has changed. Everything else has stayed the same. There should have been like no questions on how we're doing the fight from the Raiders.
Well, you also said it twice yesterday, and once again at the beginning of raid today. So
yeah, like it is a thing. Is that is what we're talking about in terms of like it's. I mean, I have a list of people I'm gonna talk to over the weekend of like the fact that we killed Muggsy and you're still like, what the fuck is going on, means that we kind of lucked out.
Yeah, we just got lucky when we killed it because you still never learned the fight the first time.
Yeah, and we can't have that. It's the thing is if you ever have a question, again, my DMs are always open. You can DM me, just say like, hey, can you draw me in MS Paint where the fuck the markers or the jails go, and I will draw you the best goddamn masterpiece you've ever seen.
And Daruk did exactly that on May 28th. The raid plan's still there. With names, even more specifically. Not only that, but with names.
yeah, so I'll be honest. Sometimes things get lost. Well, with people typing a lot in some of those channels, I think anything that y'all want us to read, y'all should just ping in those or pin in those channels. Like
we can also change those channels. What we can do is we can lock the actual individual boss channels so that you can't post in them. We can just add a final channel below them, which is just feedback or just boss discussion in general, and we can just talk about all the bosses in there.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
It's more so that like the raid plans just don't get lost.
Yeah.
Right. That happens a lot though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So like I'm looking at Muggsy, and it's like I have to scroll up
quite a bit just to see May 28th.
Yeah.
People are talking about Bago's fucking birthday.
Yeah, either you pin it or you lock it like you said.
Oh, that's something we can do then. That's but I guess so. All this to say, and anyone can still provide if they haven't had a chance to speak up yet if they want to say something. But like the whole point of this is what we had an inclination of what the general consensus was going to be, but we can't just force if the majority of people say, nah, I don't care, I would rather prepare less and just get CE when we get CE, if we get CE, I guess hopefully not like a if, but like a when. And then if that wasn't a concern, the majority would rule. But we figured the majority does somewhat care and doesn't want to take forever. And as a result, if we know that, we can then move on to like, okay, like what does that mean for us then? But we weren't just going to start things without asking first, at least.
I will say, I know Duna, you maybe look at the sheet real quick to see if the I don't know if that question's in the survey sheet.
What? I have it pulled up.
The just general like feedback in terms of raid preparation.
I want to say there's one about feedback about us.
There is. I have progression questions. Are you content with our current progression? If not, where would you like to see us? How do you feel about our guild's progression?
Would you be willing to create a Google form to where each individual raider could like spend
already
time?
do. So
Yeah.
Okay,
We
yeah,
have one
you're good.
prepped. We'll post it after this. I was just making sure that question was in there.
So yeah, the idea is that we wanted to give people to take as long as they kind of wanted to express their thoughts and feelings or think about things, sit on some things. So we will provide a literal feedback Google form to fill out that everyone will be able to fill out. It's anonymous, to everyone but us. If you have any specific concerns you want addressed or whatever, like feel free to like message us or whatever. Like there is a section for officer feedback in here, guild feedback, the airing of grievances, kudos. Like this is almost a little longer than I wanted it to be, just because I took some things that were multiple questions in one question block and I made them separate questions a little bit. So, but we're just going to give you this at the end so that after we have the discussion, you can still provide some sort of written feedback.
So there's a thing here. We do have like, oh, put your character name in here. We would prefer people to like put their name on the feedback that they give you, even if it's like if you got a bone to pick with an officer or something like that. That's fine. If you don't feel comfortable putting your name and your full like I gotta say this, I think this really needs to be said, but I don't like want to have my name attached to it. Just put NA for your character name if that's what you want. Like we would prefer the no, just get a general vibe of how each person is feeling. But if you really don't feel comfortable with it, you don't have to put your name. Once again, we prefer that you do, but obviously, right, people can be a bit skittish. If you have any feedback for the officers, no matter how critical it is, right, nothing personal. None of the officers are going to be like, oh, what the fuck you. Right, that's not really at all how we function. You can be very blunt with your feedback. You can be very blunt with your feedback in regards to any of the other raiders. Right, this sheet is confidential.
We aren't going to be.
shared
We will
anywhere.
provide detail and aggregation exclusively. Anything you say here is confidential unless you provide that information specifically. If you say that you wrote in your form about somebody, I can't help that.
But you're gonna give us a number.
Well, that's the anonymity thing. So like, yeah, there's just a fucking checksum basically. So the last required question. Also, most of these are not required questions. You don't have to fill the whole thing out if you don't want to. I only flagged the very minimal required ones. Just if you don't have anything to say, you don't have to. And hopefully you can get through this rather quickly if you don't really care, but still complete it. And the only things that are required are name and a number between 1 and 1,000, just to validate, so you can't pretend to be somebody else. You can't write up a whole report saying, man, I fucking hate Baylor. Baylor's a piece of shit. My name is Toski. And then it's actually fucking Krozak.
I wouldn't
What
be
the
afraid
hell?
to sign that with my name.
What the fuck did you say about me?
God damn it.
What the hell, Goofy?
No,
He
but
just used you as an example, Tusky.
It is just the thing is, yeah, we spend enough time with Google Sheets and sheets like this to know that people will occasionally use this as an example of being, oh, my email login is not required to fill in the sheet. I'm gonna be a little shithead. 'cause fuck this person. Don't fucking do that. Don't. If you got a problem with someone, be an adult about it, right? That's all we fucking ask for is handle it like an adult, be an adult, shit like that. In regards to the next thing,
Like I
The
say,
next thing I would say is the
raid
roster
comp.
conversation.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was pulling in alts and things like that. So this is a general philosophy discussion with you guys about raid recruitment, raid comp, shit like that. If most of you are aware this tier, our raid comp was kind of fucked at the beginning of the tier. It was really not what you wanted, right? This is looking like a fucking double Shadow Priest, double Warlock, double Dev Evoker tier. And there are two ways to fix that problem. We'll go with the first problem, the first way, which is the way we've kind of used always, which is just recruit more people. That means you're running a roster of 25 to 26 people at any given time, which means you have pretty much a quarter of your raid team sitting on progression at any point in time. The other option is running a smaller roster of like 22 to 24, but that would require our roster to be a bit flexible in what they play. Which is a general thing we want to go over is kind of get your guys' vibe on would you rather recruit like more people and potentially have more people sitting on the bench, everyone will still get CE by the end of the tier, or do we have the capability and flexibility to play multiple specs at a mythic level to run a smaller roster?
I think that's an individual question.
Yeah, that's kind of. I was gonna say the same thing too. Like for
It
me,
is,
some of
but
the classes, if you ask me, I'd say sure, fuck it. But
well,
some of the
it's
classes,
just it's a general
It is a
general
raid
vibe
question
thing.
because because currently, so again, like we've had exactly like 2.5 people be flexible in the raid, and it's like me and Oreo, and that's like I guess Digsby too. Not gonna lie, not gonna discredit Digsby. But like so like outside of like the tanks and me and Oreo, no one has ever been asked to swap basically for any reason other than like a spec swap, like click a button, become a different like type of the same thing that you are right now.
Mhm.
And even then the expectations have been pretty minimal for the most part. Like we have never again outside of me specifically like, hey, Bago, you're healing this fight, like you have to be a competitive healer, etc. Whatever.
Wait, what?
And
It's as an example.
That's not been asked.
Shut
That's-
up, Boomkin boy.
Yeah.
Or tank.
yeah, and you couldn't do it. It's okay.
Yeah,
So
we learned our lesson that way.
so the idea would be that like it's unfair for like a minority of the raid to experience the majority of the discomfort from having to do that, of like Oreo and I need to now gear multiple characters, learn multiple specs with the same amount of time everyone has, just because somebody else like in some cases just doesn't feel like it.
It is the thing is we will get a list of like what everyone is comfortable playing. It is just going over generals. We only want you to put specific specs in that you are confident you could parse a 75th percentile on in like a re-clear scenario, right?
Mythic.
That is for mythic, not heroic. Is so if you are like, oh, I can play fucking once again like just using Dev Evoker as an example because it's what's sitting on my screen right now. You're like, oh, I want to be able to play Dev Evoker, right? We would have needed to be able to like bring you to, let's say it's like when we were progging Sprocket, we would have need to be able to bring you to like fucking Vexy 1R or Vexy fucking Rick and Cauldron,
Yeah.
and you not be like bottom of the barrel DPS bot, right? Like we'd expect you to have like fairly competitive barses with the rest of the raid, right? We're expecting most people to be, if you're flexing like that, probably on the lower half of the raid, but it shouldn't be a delta of like the lowest person in the raid is a 71, and then it's you at like 49. Now,
Can I ask,
obviously, death shit happened, but that's what we need, right? Is we need characters that can actually run at mythic progression, not just like re-clear rolls.
Can I ask a follow up for that one too?
Yeah.
So like with that idea, how much? So if I have an alt that you would like me to keep geared, I assume you want me to do at the start of the season 8 dungeons on both.
Yep, probably more.
Which that ends up turning into more because I have to now
the-
get my crest cap on both.
The second character is very much a personal discretion, but keep it as close to your main as possible, right?
It also depends on the use case. So like I think an easy example would be like, so again, like Rake did flex boomkin this tier. We had 2 boomkins. That was like by most guild standards the minimum number of boomkins, preferably 3, 4 if you could find 4. Like every person that is a druid or knows a druid presses the boomkin button, and you're wrong if you're not doing that. Like if we're doing like week 1, week 2 sticks.
I understand.
And so the idea for that would be, okay, well shit, sticks is really early in the raid. If someone's gonna have a boomkin alt, that needs to be ready like ASAP. But we know that going into that like that's the boomkin fight. If next season boomkin fight is boss 7, you don't need it right away necessarily. Like that's a later problem.
Yeah. And then second question here is because most of this has seemed like it's DPS that need to swap. Do you care about having like alts that are geared for like a DPS player having alts that are geared for tanking or healing?
As long as you can do a 75 in Mythic in DPS.
No. Okay. Because that's kind of what I had is I had an alt to play disc and I kept it about like
Oh yeah, no.
No.
We're not doing that.
DPS stay DPS, healers stay healers, tank stay tank. It is that is a fatal issue there of especially on Mythic Prog is swapping a tank or a healer that's like playing an alt out. We've done
going
that
from
in the
people into-
past. We've done that in the past with healers. It's you just don't do it. It's
because
brutal.
I don't mind the first part of what you said, but being like I played priest and did not enjoy playing shadow or at all.
Yeah, no. It's just keep that as like a Mythic Plus alt,
Yeah.
something
As a
like that.
DPSer, we only care about your DPS ults, I guess, etc.
Okay. And do you want like? Would you also want like melee to have a ranged character to play too?
Not
And range to have a melee,
necessarily, but
or
you could, because that somewhat solves the problem, right?
We're gonna I'll make a second sheet for like I want to make a list and I want you to give me like estimating where you think you can perform on that spec percentile wise.
Okay.
And it will just be every spec is once again, sure, I have a preference. My preference is every single player in the raid, all 20 of you, can play every single spec in the game. That's not gonna happen, right? That's I can't fucking do that. I don't think anyone can play every single spec in the game at like a mythic progression level.
So
yeah, fuck Fire Mage.
I guess to spin it back just a little bit, just to refocus, just so we don't get too far in the weeds or off track. The main purpose of this question is it is a philosophical discussion for the raid in general. Of like, would you rather us never make anyone switch for any reason and just recruit more people to solve the things that you like can't or won't solve? Okay, like, I only play melee. We have 12 melee out of 16 melee. I don't know. I haven't counted. Like, we have a lot of melee. If we need more range for a boss, would you rather have a character you're able and willing to swap to, or would you rather we bench you and pull in somebody else? Is the philosophical question. If there's a fight that you need 2 DKs on, would you rather us sit you, or you be the DK? Is the question kind of.
That's that's what we're trying to figure out.
Because both answers are okay. If you'd rather sit on a fight as like, because an extra of like, if you're second rogue, second demon hunter, second shaman, like things that technically aren't providing a raid buff, like we would just go down the list of the numerics, chop you off, and replace you with the thing that we need to find over you.
Is
essentially.
this in the questionnaire or?
This
No,
ain't
not
the
actually.
questionnaire.
This is
No,
not in the
this-
questionnaire.
This one was more the open discussion, what people
Yeah,
think, because
this
this more affects what Duna's
The
going to be
questionnaire is
doing.
all about
I
last
I
season.
still feel like this is an individual question where everybody can give their own answer. and it would...
Or was that Boomkin?
So something to keep in mind too, I feel like if we only have like a limited roster of 22 people in the beginning of the season and then 2 people drop, then we're like really the raid's dependent upon every single person showing up.
Yeah.
In order to clear.
Which
So
just tend to happen.
Realistically, I mean, like the prime number in my head is 23.
That's mythic rating. If you get mad,
Would
'cause
we
you get
start this
sad
season
and
with like
for, 2
25?
weeks, I mean, what do you
That's
want?
a big number.
26
Yeah.
or 27.
Because also something we have been desperately missing is a 5th healer. We like there may be 5 heal fights. We might have healers out. We lost a week and a half this season to healers being out. Like, so like we need a 5th healer, and that means the 4 we have will have to share a little bit of the playtime.
Right, and Duna,
More like a
as
fifth
you saw,
healer.
Duna doesn't really.
I don't
fill
count
that
as a 5th
slot.
healer.
Okay,
But
because
it's-
that would be something that I wouldn't mind doing on any of the healing specs.
Yeah, it's.
But if that's not what you want,
We want a general vibe because the two specific scenarios we want to avoid is one having someone, and this is what we're doing is like if you go, I can play this character at X percentile, we're gonna test that during re-clear.
Like in the next couple weeks. Yeah.
This season, the next couple weeks. That's why we have to have this conversation now. I'm gonna put out the sheet. Give me a day or 2 to make it.
You'll get my
any
survey
of
tonight.
those, yeah, you'll get that one tonight for like general feedback. But the one for specs in particular, as far as like, what alts I'm comfortable playing. If you only want to play one thing, only put one thing on there. That's all you got to do. But if you're like, no, I could see myself playing this, I could see myself playing that, put it on there, put a percentile, say like, I know I can parse at this percentile. We're gonna bring you the re-clear, right? You get that character to like 675. You can do that with crafted gear and Mythic Plus. We're bringing it to re-clear, and we're gonna see how you do.
Okay.
Because
The biggest.
what we don't want to
Sorry,
have
go ahead.
happen, what we don't want to have happen is you swap to the character week 1 of the tier, right? You go, oh, I'm gonna play DK. You swap to DK.
Then you suck ass.
Week 1, you suck. We now have to sit you like because you have no idea what you're doing. And
You're
now
mad that you wasted time. We're mad that we wasted
scrambling,
gear.
Right, like that character has gear now that's just wasted. That's important very early on in the tier. You know, you now got to fucking re-gear another fucking character. Now we still need to recruit another DK.
Yeah.
Right, we don't want to have that happen.
I think
The-
I
trying to
think
say
with-
something?
Go ahead, Tusky.
I think with that token, it'll be useful if you guys put out a list of desired classes, so we don't have like 5 people leveling useless retribution paladins.
No,
Yeah.
That sheet will minus the percentile on the. I will just close that percentile tab off. I will show like what everyone is willing to.
I was gonna say
play.
I have that
I'm
list
not
right now.
switching classes, so there's my.
And that's fine.
That's I said that a minute ago. It's just put whatever spec you want. If that's the spec you're currently playing, and that's the spec that you go, this is all I want to play in Mythic Plus. This is all I can play in Mythic Plus. Whichever one of the two. Don't care. Just put that.
Yeah.
Right. This is just to see what options we have available. I will then post the results of being okay. These are all the options that people have said. Right. This is like we have like fucking 17 people willing to play Ret Paladin. We have 13 willing to play Hunter. We have -3 willing to play Devastation Evoker. Right. Stuff like that.
I don't mind having an alt, but I do not have anything that's gonna be fucking 675 to raid like that. I have alts that I could play that are like level 7.
And
again,
also part of it.
that's fine. We're basically just like collecting information about what we want to do as a group. The main reason this discussion is happening is because like the way this raid was designed, realistically, if we killed Sprocket a week before we did, we would have had to pretty much not even try and pull one arm.
We would have gotten to Bandit, and we would have been sit there, and we would have said, okay, who's re-rolling? because we don't have enough spread cleave to kill this boss. And then someone would have said, no, it's fine, just pull the boss. And we would pull the boss, and every single time we got a far left, far right ad set, we would wipe because it's physically impossible. Or we wouldn't have the boss damage in addition to the, like, you can pull melee off, you can play with it, but realistically, you just needed a couple of specific classes, and we just didn't have any.
Okay.
We had me and
the only
Daruk, and that was it.
The only reason why I'm on Devil Evoker was for One Armed Bandit. That's the one reason why I'm playing this spec.
If you go with what Toski said and just have like, I guess what you probably have on Warcraft logs for like the recruitment list, and like sex that way, it'd probably be easier.
When people swap, though, you lose like what you have, which means you need new.
Yeah,
stuff,
Well,
so.
that's the thing. So, like, I can tell you, I don't want Krozak to swap. I can tell you that right now. He's the only fucking mage.
it's also what you put in that sheet. I don't want it to have any effect on what we have. I want you to, as a player, X out the other 19 to 22 people in the raid, and I just want you to put, this is what I can play, or this is what I want to play.
Okay.
I don't, because if you start looking at our Warcraft logs page, I'm gonna get fucking 19 people say I can play DK. And like 2 of you can actually play DK at a mythic level, right? Like that's I don't want that happening. I want you guys to give your own, from a personal perspective, of this is what I can play, this is what I'm willing to play.
And this is all about trying to promote the team environment that we have. Like, we have a good environment. We don't want to change that, right?
Because again, like, we have a lot of people that play a variety of specs, and it's kind of like what we've acquired over the course of progression and recruitment and whatever, like the people that stay, the people that swap, and the people that are here. And we don't necessarily want to compromise that integrity to recruit over you. It's like, okay, like, I mean, very easy example from this season. We had 3 hunters, 3 unraid buff providing, I guess 2 be it unraid buff providing non-spread range DPSs that, like, realistically, like, we're not trying to like replace anyone specifically or bench anyone. So, but the correct answer would have us been, if we wanted to progress faster, would have just been to find a Devastation Evoker and then sit one of the hunters for the rest of the tier. Like, we would never play 3 at the same time, only ever bring 2, and always bring the Evoker. But then one of us sitting here sits for the rest of the season because they're unable or unwilling to swap.
Mm-hmm.
And that spec might, it will change next season, right? Is there will be
there will be a new best spec.
Well, there will be a new best spec, and then there will be a new spec that we potentially have 2 of that you really only want 1, and that'll be based on tuning.
Yep. Which I feel like I've done a pretty good job of like reading that. Like, I'm decently in tune with raid testing. I'll be doing all the raid testing that I can this season. We'll have boss plans before the bosses even come out, at least based on testing. Like,
can you put out when that raid testing is?
Tomorrow.
Like,
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
What days?
We have the normal raid testing.
It's always Thursday and Friday.
So so it's going to be tomorrow and Friday.
Tomorrow
at what time?
2 o'clock Eastern.
Oh, so
it's
you're not.
It's
gonna
in the
make
middle
it
of a
if you're-
workday. Non-unemployed people can't participate, or non-working from home people.
Also,
It's because
the normal PTR test that we do as a guild is this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday.
The raid
8
will
p.m.
be open. We
Eastern.
can do
Eastern
the
time.
normal raid.
Oh, I thought it was Sunday. Oh, thank God.
Nope.
Yeah, it's Saturday.
I'm doing shit on Sunday.
Were there any other bullet points on your agenda?
So I do have a question with that though. Is like, for me specifically, right? Is I like to play a variety of specs.
Yep.
Right. And at the beginning of every tier, once I pick a spec, I stick to that spec. Right.
Yes.
Most
regardless
of the
of
time.
how wrong it is.
The what?
Regardless of how wrong it is, but continue.
With regardless of how wrong it is, you're right. Boomkin was not the spec fucking this year.
I was gonna say, you picked Holy Paladin and Boomkin 2 tiers in a row. That's
I would
a
almost
rough
pick the
deck of
opposite of
cards.
what you want.
So the question I have with that though is there a way we can figure out what class we don't have, and then I can pick that spec?
Yes.
Because Okay, that's basically what I'm getting at is because I can pick a spec that we don't have, and then I slam enough time in.
I will reiterate this as I said it 3 minutes ago. Do not base what you are playing or what in that sheet that I will put out in the next couple of days. Do not base what we need on what your answer is on that sheet, because if I this is just how humans work. Is if we say we need a X class, I know 3 or 4 of you motherfuckers are gonna put, I can play X class at 85th percentile.
That's how we got Shank's Feral Druid, if you remember that.
And Shank's Death Knight.
And Shank's Death Knight.
The reason why we're so set in stone in how we're doing this is because we have bumblefucked through this in the past couple of tiers of, we've seen all the mistakes.
Tens Dispriest.
We're not
My Resto Druid.
We're right.
Thanks, Feral Druid wasn't
not,
that bad.
That was pretty bad.
It was pretty. The problem wasn't actually him doing damage. The problem was him staying alive doing damage.
I would rather him have wings to be able to identify where he is than him be a fire cat.
And bubble.
And bubble.
But it is right. Like this is why I'm very much in the thing of like you put what you want, not what the guild wants. Because if you do what the guild wants, we're gonna get a bunch of people showing up that can't play those characters. It is just what you are confident in playing.
Duna, could you explain that picture?
That's I do keep a floating list as of today. If you were to ask me the question, that's what it is. If we're recruiting a melee, it would have to be an Unholy DK or a Windwalker, because
Where
we
is
don't
this
have
at?
any. I posted in raid
Well,
discussions.
now we have
And Devovoker. As of right now, we do have a Holy D. His name is Hwag. There we have an Unholy DK. It might be a 2 DK next season for all I know, though. So I'm definitely not. I wouldn't turn away any qualified DKs right now.
What's the hate on Frost? What the fuck?
I don't know. It just
That
isn't
just
good
means
right now.
DPS DK.
Yeah, it just
It's
means
the same-
DPS.
It's the same thing with Fury Warrior there in tier 3. That just means DPS.
If Arms is better, it would be Arms. Yeah. Like, it's just currently the spec people are playing. Dev Evoker's also obvious. Like, Og doesn't exist. Warlock is just Warlock. Mage is just Mage. But like, that's as of right now. I would even almost argue, I guess, because I don't update list until people pass trials. So like, if Lip's okay, then I would swap that and I would put Mage above Warlock, because now we'd have 2 Warlocks and 1 Mage instead of 1 and 1.
Do we need a Void DH? Because I could play that 95th percentile.
It won't come out until 11.15
Yeah, it'll be,
or 2.5.
It'll be
Yeah, that was the
11.25.
But yeah.
So that's as of right now. Though I guess what I was also saying is that like I do feel like I'm pretty in tune with, like, I'm not fucking Liquid or world first whatever. Like I don't know like the actual deep sauce. I'm not hitting a target dummy figuring out what's the best single target. I had no idea Windwalker was going to be good, I guess, but like I know what's not good. That's pretty obvious. And I know what's going to probably be good. Like I played Shadow on PTR before this season. I was like, oh man, this shit's gonna be good. But we were too good, and then we got nerfed. But I also saw that Mage was good, and Mage never gets nerfed, so Mage was just stayed good. Like if you had asked me, I would have told you Mage and Shadow Priest were good, and Dev Evoker.
Warlock is good most of the time.
Historically.
Well,
Mhm.
lately
Like a 70%.
it's been
Yeah,
like
this
specific
season it's been,
bosses
like-
that have fucking held it up.
Yeah. Specific bosses with ads where Warlock go burr.
Yeah, just look at Muggsy 11.15
Muggsy,
versus
Queen.
11.17.
You gotta imagine that if Void comes out for DH, it'll probably be very strong, right?
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
with respect to since Dragonflight, since the beginning of
That's true,
Dragonflight, it has
Krozak.
remained true that every time they rework something, it is good numerically, whether it's fun or not. So I was potentially not going to play Shadow Priest, but with Shadow getting reworked, it's going to be good. It is currently a little busted. I don't expect it to go live that way. It doesn't necessarily play any whole lot different, but like they just had to nerf it on the PTR. So we'll see. But like, I guess the idea is like more of things we don't have and less of things that we have too much of, in general. And like with respect to raid buffs. So like, again, like it's like conceptually it's not necessarily wrong, like Guard, I guess, like speaking to like that we have a Havoc most raids, like most guilds would just like have a Havoc Demon Hunter and always run a Havoc Demon Hunter, and they're okay with that, and when they're good they have 2, and when they're bad they have 1. And but because Bearup basically only plays Vengeance, you're never providing a raid buff, so like
Yeah, I
there's
understand
that to consider.
But I
Where
don't care.
yeah, that's fine too. That's the other thing. It's like there is we play at a level where you outperform like expectations and metrics, but there are things that are flyaways. I guess the other problem is that we can outperform like some statistics, but at the same time, if something's dog and we have like 2 or 3 of them, like
Yeah.
we're hurting.
If I had been like 75, 75th percentile at any like Windwalker, it would have been better than what I am at Havoc.
Well, yeah, and we've had that conversation with some people even like in this raid on their characters where like we've done the math of like, hey, if you like just play a different specialization of the same class, your damage goes up even if your parse goes down.
Yeah. I don't mind. I mean, for as long as I've played with y'all, I don't mind switching at this point. That's why I don't mind like sitting on bosses too and not getting parses for half the shit because I don't really plan on leaving and be needing them to apply somewhere else. All that I went and did is like looked at the fucking parses that I have from like Dragonflight on half these I could offer.
But yeah, this is just a conversation at large.
I anticipate having to play. Well, I probably will enjoy playing the Void one, but if Baylor didn't want the tank, I could play Ven. I don't think that's an issue though.
Anything else?
I'm kind of
Yeah,
down.
You have other bullet points?
I think that's it. We kind of went around the whole.
That's all the big ones for sure.
Like, I guess a lot of the others, like specific questions, will be addressed by the survey. We just wanted everyone to understand that there will be a survey, and I'll post the survey whenever we're
So you have both ready?
What?
You have 2. You said you had one about just feedback and one about.
Yes. Well, that one's later. That's like a not right now thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to figure out a good way to format this in Google Forms.
Here, I guess
And
I can just do that.
I would like to just reiterate, be as honest as you possibly can be in this survey. The only way we can get better as officers is to hear straight constructive feedback from you guys. Like if we're doing something that makes it difficult for you to understand how we want the fight to be done, that's the type of feedback we want. It's not like a personal attack thing if you say that Daruk's retarded at making fucking raid plans. The way he makes them makes no fucking sense.
Whoa.
If you guys say that to me, it's like, oh, okay.
We can fix that.
How do you want me to do it? I might message you and ask you what you would prefer me to do. Because like it's the same thing with like how the Discord's organized. In my brain, this makes perfect fucking sense.
Well, I think it will be more constructive if people on the survey, instead of saying Daruk is retarded, they just say like how they think he can improve rather than wasting time on.
Oh right, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. I'm just
constructive criticism with things like that, please. If you're gonna just be like, oh, this is stupid, don't do this. Please offer. Well, I mean, everyone's fair to their voice your opinion. If you think something is stupid, please offer a way that you think it would be done better, right? Because if you just say something stupid and then don't clarify, like, oh, I think this way would be better. Just saying it's stupid doesn't help. We don't know how to fix it.
I think if you're retarded, I wouldn't be able to suggest how to treat you.
okay.
It's not treatable.
You get what hear what I meant, not what I said there. More like we know that, Goofy.
All right.
As long as we know that. As long as it's known.
Yeah.
But all of you guys have been here, well, outside of
a couple
Quag and Lip, but you guys have all been here for a while now. And
Yeah,
you
Krozak,
know
I think,
how
is
we
technically
function.
the next newest person.
Yes. I don't remember if we got Krozak or Domzi first.
Was
I'm
oh,
really
that's actually that's a good question. It might could be.
Oh no,
Dom.
Domzi was on one armed. Oh wait, no,
They were both
Krozak
on
was on
one
one
arm.
armed too.
I was too.
They
I
came
was
at the same
like,
time.
It could have been the same day, even honestly.
No, I joined like a week or two before Krozak.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, they all blend together, to be honest with you. But
What the hell?
the weeks, that's what happens when you get old, right? You just fucking lose track of time.
Is it because they're
We're
black?
still using the wrong calendar.
Mayan
The
calendar?
wrong
the,
fucking
the
calendar.
Egyptian calendar.
What the hell?
All right,
Goofy?
so Duna did send out that survey. You don't have to fill it out tonight. Try and get it filled out like
For next
before
week.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
and
I put the minimum number of required questions. There are very few required questions. Oh, I guess shit. That's in the survey. It wasn't a bullet point of ours, but if I scroll down to it for a second, it's one of the few required questions because so given all of the stuff we talked about, again, I unless we'll still look at the survey results and see if anyone's just too afraid to say anything or whatever. But like general consensus does seem that we would like to be more prepared and more competitive, and that we don't want to bumblefuck around and raid a little bit. And so that given that understanding, currently Saturday is our official optional day for progression and VOD review. Like one of the required questions that is just a required answer doesn't mean anything. It's just how consistently are you able and willing to attend that? And if you are unable to make it for specific reasons like work, like shit, don't wanna, is there a better day or time for that to occur? Because the idea is that one of the direct feedbacks we would like, assuming this was the general consensus for improvement, would be like immediate step one is anytime we are about to approach a boss, we do early looking into feedback session the Saturday before we even perceive we may pull it. So for Galley, it would have been like the Saturday before we kill Muggsy. We are like spending an hour or two on Saturday night, like ask it, that's the question time. That's the look at the raid plan, understand the raid plan, look at the VOD all together at least once before we go into Galley Prague, before we kill Muggsy or any boss. So for next season, we'd probably do like we're gonna do like 2 or 3 bosses like during main raid, and then like as we get to every new boss, we would roll that through. Just we would maintain that for progression. It would still be optional, and basically, my philosophy or our philosophy would be that like it's like a college class. You don't have to show up, but I'm also going to expect you know the material if you don't. You can skip the Saturday info session and then just show up to Galley prepared. That's always an option. But then you don't necessarily get the merit to ask questions. You can't show up for the test in a college lecture and be like, "Hey, I missed class last week. What's this mean?" Like, "Oh, fuck you. Answer the question." So that's just a required question. Is like, can you attend Saturday? If so, how able, or how consistently are you able or willing to? And if not, do you have a better time for it to happen? There's only like I think 3 required questions. Name, Saturday.
Did you specify on that question how long will those Saturday sessions will take?
Depends on the boss. Depends on how
Shouldn't
many
take
questions
too
people
long.
have.
But you said it's like bid review, right? So that
Yep.
shouldn't be.
It would start.
Like
It would be.
horribly long.
We would basically go over the raid plan and then any like pre-raid like VODs that we use to build the raid plan. Again, so when we like, because we still do plan on like some amount of like, okay, this is the Dratnos video during raid, but the expectation would not be that that's your first time seeing the boss in combat, is in raid, in Oreo's Discord stream. You would just be, it'd be a refresher, and it would just be us. Oreo would take that time to point out specific nuances of the fight, not so much, oh hey, okay, this boss does this mechanic. This is how we're gonna handle it. Like, you know that. You've read the raid plan before we pull the boss. We would expect to encounter more problems of, oh shit, sorry, I fucked up. I went left instead of right, not which way am I supposed to go again? Which one's back left? So, and that's just to just to keep everyone honest, right? Like, if we really want to like show up and play and like improve our rank, what's like not even aiming for any specific rank, just like getting a little better every season, because we only got worse this season, technically.
By
Compared-
rank, yes. By week of the boss kill, we
Yes.
would be starting to prog
Oh
queen
yeah,
next week.
Yeah, by weeks we gapped last season, but this season was way easier than last season. So, if this is the new norm, maybe that's not even a problem.
What's that, Bago?
No, we did
No,
worse.
just
We did worse relative to the people around us.
Shit got done faster.
And we
'cause the
missed a
bosses were
week.
easier.
Well, and I think the time we missed. So like,
we
biggest
missed
point
2
is just
weeks.
missing times. We missed 2 weeks last season, but we had 20 weeks. We missed 2 weeks this season, but we only had 16. We missed percentage-wise more raid this season than last season. Missing a week and a half due to healer absences just shot it like that. That was 100 guild ranks.
What is our like? What was our guild rank last season compared to this season?
389 to 472.
U.S.
Okay.
ranks.
So about
US.
100 points.
Yes, and I would almost directly say that like the week that we had that like point whatever percent wipe didn't kill Galley, we would have been a little bit better than last season had we killed it on that day. Like, and that extra week just like 100 guilds killed Galley because everyone kind of hit that same progression point that we were at. And I guess the other expectation is like, I'm not trying to introduce a third fucking directive of the equation, but the other thing for me personally, at least, like my personal opinion for this situation is I would be more comfortable with our level of progression if we were raiding less hours. For us to raid almost the equivalent of 3 days a week at 2 days, or we're raiding 8 hours, not 9, but 1 hour is kind of irrelevant unless you look at like a long term, like over the course of 16 weeks, that adds up. But like, it's only an hour a week of actual playtime. So you better compare us to 3-day guilds than 2-day guilds, and we're losing to 2-day 6-hour guilds. So they're just rating 33% less than us and doing better, utilizing that time more effectively than we are. So if we weren't to increase our perspective on outside raid preparedness and to continue the way things have been this season, I would say we might as well just drop to 6 hours then. Because we don't put in 8 hours of effort. Why put in 8 hours of time? But
I mean,
that's
you already know
neither here nor there.
I disagree with you on that, so it
I know.
doesn't matter.
It's my own individual opinion, but yeah, almost 100 guild ranks worse this season. Not
I
quite.
think a big kind of time sink that we had this season was how much time we spent reclearing Galawix before going into Mythic every week, which was something we didn't do on last season for Queen.
You mean like the 4 heroic bosses?
The reason we did that was because that was to get the raid buff.
That was for the renown every week. Otherwise,
since we
have
were extending, we wouldn't be able to get the stacking raid buff for Prague.
So that could be a factor of it too, Toski. If we just by 8 p.m. or by raid time, everyone's gonna pug LFR heroic. Get your raid buff. You're getting your renown before raid starts, and then we never have to do that. Though also earlier in the
some
season,
people can't do that though.
I know exactly.
I mean, if we need to rely on a 3% buff to cheese mechanics, I think there's a different issue to be discussed then.
Yep. the buff doesn't mean shit if people can't do mechanics correctly. That's like, and it comes down to skill issue. What are you gonna, what are you gonna do?
I mean, I personally think that argument, like the whole, like don't rely on buffs argument, is a wash. Like, you're at a certain skill level because you're at a certain skill level, right? As a guild, as a player, as a group, as a role, like tank healer, whatever, right? Just use everything you have to be able to make that role easier. Like, sure, everyone could perform perfectly, and you never need gear, and you never need buffs. But guess what? You don't. That's reality. Reality is no one's going to do it perfect. So you should have the tools available to the people to make it easier.
Sure, but we're not asking for perfection. We're just asking for above average, which I feel like some people don't even do that. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, in any guild, that's going to be the case. Like, I've been in so many guilds, not only this patch, but like just throughout my entire WoW career. Like, it will always be the case that there are always people who are going to be below average in a guild. That is just how it is. No matter where you're at, unless you're in the top, like top.
50.
But even in like Hall of Fame guilds, they have the same issue because there are people who others like playing with. Turns out they're not as good. But guess what? You like playing with them. Like that is just the case anywhere you go. There are going to be people who are below the average of the guild.
I mean, the skill parity exists at every guild, even in Liquid. Someone in Liquid has to be the weakest player.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm not saying average in the guild. I'm saying below average in every guild. Like,
Well-
no offense, but if you're parsing it 33% for the tier, there's an issue with that. Let's be honest.
We could put, because I'm aware of this metric only because I need it to kind of be as a sanity check for like recruitment purposes and whatnot. So like as of 11.15, every boss we killed for 11.15, like, so the raid average parse was a 75, which is why we use that metric. Like in Mythic, mind you. So we are the raid average, and that's like the top half of our DPS are a 75 in Mythic or higher. That puts, like, you know, just because this is public information, it doesn't matter specifically. Frank, Goofy, Krozak, Toski, Caney, Guard, Daruk, Tang, Horrific, and Bago below the average of Mythic of the 75. But our worst player, who we failed his trial, is a 51, and then this Bago is a 49. I don't know what happened, but
No, it's
like we're failing people's trials who are 55s, 56s, 60s in Mythic average. So that statement is just factually incorrect.
It's also, the thing is a lot of these like parses are low because of a single boss where they killed the boss one. They only have one locked kill in 11.15, and they died on the kill, right? Because
Like
Bago
Sprocket,
has
Tang got a 2 and Bago got a 3, and that's really holding their average down.
Yeah, right.
I
It's
have
the
an
same
average
thing
above
with, like,
75.
Not for 11.15, you don't.
Not 11.15.
Yeah, I think
Looking at a
mine's only
specific
like, I think mine's only like 71.
76.
Yep, 76.
Yeah, but that's right. Like that's a 47, or no, that's
11.15.
Yeah,
36
you have a
on
40.
Mug's,
Well,
right?
Sticks doesn't
perfect
count.
average
Sticks is
is
just
No,
wholly
I was
discluded.
I was looking at Muggsy.
Muggsy,
but,
he
right,
got
like,
a 36.
It's the same
but
with
like,
Krozak, right? It's like Krozak, I'm assuming, killed Rick once, died, and parsed a 4. If Krozak didn't die on Rick and parsed the average that he parsed everywhere else, he'd be high 80s. Right? Like, it is the thing is, like, in general, like, you guys can do the DPS. We need we just keep your head screwed on tight, put a little bit more effort in outside of the game, and we're fucking golden.
That's what I mean. We were generally speaking, we were always ahead on damage.
yep, almost every boss, unless
So,
a specific
like-
comp requirement was needed. Like we've always been
So
much
let's
better
say-
damage than our rank implies.
So let's say we do the last 4 bosses. Let's say this happens again next season, and we do the last 4 bosses. But why would we do it for the weeks where we only get like a fucking cosmetic out of the renown instead of only doing that for the weeks where we're getting the damage buff?
You're still a week behind then every week.
Yeah,
going
or
forward.
2 weeks behind.
No, because after raid, people can use the weekend to kill the 4 bosses to get
They
that
can.
renown up.
I mean,
like I'm specifically talking
I
about
know.
the weeks where you don't get a benefit, a renowned benefit that helps performance rate.
There's a
Yeah, I
can
could
to
kind of
that.
agree with
Well,
that one.
so it is the thing. The one catch being is depending on how they do the raid buff. If they do it the same way as it is in Erebar Palace, you're still doing a heroic run every other week, right? Like
I mean,
it
for
is
some of them,
the
it was
thing.
also gear still, right? It wasn't
Oh,
always
yeah.
Well,
renowned.
Like,
it was for the first 8 weeks. It was still for House of Cards, Shaster Diamonds, and Eye of Kazans. That was
Yeah.
very much
That was a part of the
legitimate
equation.
gearing thing. Yeah, and that is something that we looked at, was double checking of like, are people still doing this? And yeah, people were still doing heroic runs 12 weeks into the tier for fucking gear.
Mhm. Yeah, you had some guilds that were like on Galley or Mugsy, like they would just do like a heroic skip and then mythic. But I guess what leads into that is also, I guess, an issue that we have that was maybe overrepresented this week of people not taking content that they've either done or they think is beneath them seriously and wasting more time. Like a heroic skip should be a very click queen tight. Like we can mess around talking whatever, but like mechanically get in, kill the trash, kill the bosses, reset, buff, pull. It should take like no more than 20 minutes to do a full heroic skip, and then you're in the raid. You have your shit, you have your buff, you don't need a summon, you don't need flasks from someone, you don't need potions from someone. Like, we're ready to pull the boss by like half an hour into raid after we've done a heroic skip, and that just has never happened. People dick around, they don't kill trash, they pull extra trash, they all sorts of random shit. People just dick around, I think is the easiest way to describe it. And they dick around in reclears of mythic too. Well, we haven't been reclearing. This is the first week of reclearing, and we had, I think, the most dicking of all time. Well, that's the
clear.
point. It matters.
It matters.
People's time is still valuable, but
Especially with the hardest bosses in the clear.
so
Minus Vex.
that's it. So
I was
that's
gonna say
the only
this
thing I
week
wanted to
you're
mention was that, like, so again, on average, like statistically, like again, technically Bago is the only player below average. All of our players
I think
by
you're
default.
using average in a different way that I'm using average.
Yeah, I
Average
know.
means more
Well,
than
I
just
know.
damage or healing
Well,
or
oh, for
whatever.
sure. But I just think that, like, because again, from a recruitment standpoint, when I look at someone's logs and I have to look at like and compare them, I'm like, oh, okay, this person's whatever. Let me look at their okay, well, they're a Dev Evoker. Okay, our Dev Evoker is a 90 average in Mythic. Like, and that's Oreo on his fucking